Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another episode podcast to talk about our favorite team, the Arizona Cardinals. Huge shout out to the people that are currently in the chat. We got Prodigy, we got Kojak, we got Naeem, we got John, E-Man, Junior, Julio, Prodigy, everybody in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Happy Free Agency Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're here to react to all the new signings amongst the NFL world. Obviously, we're going to be focusing on the Arizona Cardinals and, dissecting what the Cardinals do, but we're going to be following every single move that's being made out there from here until who knows when. I know the Arizona Cardinals are usually late to the party when it comes down to making acquisitions, so I don't expect anything out the rip or out the gate, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. If you can do me a massive favor, smack the like button here on this video, subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. We're on the road to 19K. And we're less than 150 subscribers from hitting that big milestone. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's get started. We already have a super chat coming in here already from my guy Michael. What's up, man? Appreciate you. He says, "Good morning, Mike." Good morning, Mike. Great name. Absolutely, Michael. Appreciate you for tuning in. We are going to be diving into all we know and what we, what we missed over the weekend. If you guys do not know, there's not been a lot of content for the past couple days because I was actually out of town. I just came in probably about 30 minutes ago. I just came in about 30 minutes ago. I had to go ahead and leave. I've been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning, like 3:15 in the morning, driving from Cali all the way over here. Had to spend some family time on over there. So I just had to come on over here and obviously, spend some time and, react to this free agency frenzy with y'all as well. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. So I might be a little tired. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go live, but any news that drops, this is where you need to be, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you need to be. Now, yes, we're going to be talking about the things that ended up dropping. Or over the weekend, James Conner coming back, Sean Murphy-Bunting coming back as well. So we're going to be diving into all of that. We got another super chat coming in as well. We got Julio this time. Julio says this, "Give me Bailey or give me love. Go Cardinals." Well, let's talk about it, right? That's a good way to segue on what we know so far. Let's talk about some Cardinals updates and what happened over the weekend. Now, let's get started here. Let's first talk about James Conner, and then we're going to go ahead and obviously talk about free agency frenzy and what happened or what's going to happen moving forward, right? Because there's some big time free agents that might hit the open market that as of right now, I think it's been confirmed that Mike Evans is going to be hitting the open market. Now, I'm not saying the Cardinals are favored to get him or anything like that, but I'm just saying, right? We're going to do a lot of, digging and figure out what's going to happen. So let's talk about it. James Conner. I am actually pretty shocked about this move. I'm not mad at it. Actually, I love it. I love that James Conner is coming back to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, yes, this struck up the conversation about, Jeremiah Love. Will the Cardinals get Jeremiah Love after bringing back James Conner, right? Or Trey Benson, can he stay healthy, right? It sparked up a big conversation. Now, the big thing that we need to know is that James Conner wanted to stay here, right? Or at least he's still under contract with the Cardinals. He was willing to restructure his deal with the Cardinals to stay, which doesn't mean a pay cut. I want to be very, very clear. Sometimes people hear, restructuring of a contract and you're seeing like the hit. That doesn't mean that James Conner took a pay cut to stay here. No, it just means that he revised his contract, right? So whether it was front loaded or whatever the situation might have been before the revising of the contract, he was getting upwards of about $9.8 million in terms of money that's going to hit the cap. Now, we don't know exactly the number of what it's going to transpire in terms of the cap space, but I'm only assuming they're going to be moving around that $9.8 million that we're owed to the cap and maybe maneuvering it around to where we open up some more cap space. So James Conner is coming back for one more year, which honestly, I'm really, really excited about James Conner coming back because it doesn't have to be a big, big need or in terms of, bringing in Jeremiah Love with the third overall pick. Now, like I said, if he is the guy, then of course we're going to accept him with open arms. I'm still right now within March the 9th. Don't want Jeremiah Love with the third overall pick, but if the Cardinals trade back, I'll humor the idea of it. But it is what it is at this point. But James Conner coming back is really, really huge. Excited about that. And then also another player that I thought the Cardinals were going to cut as well, and that's going to be Sean Murphy-Bunting. Sean Murphy-Bunting was going to be hitting the cap for the Cardinals this year. Another pretty solid amount of money. Let me take a look here. Sean Murphy-Bunting was about a $9.2 million cap hit. He had no guaranteed salary this year, but it seemed like the Arizona Cardinals revised his contract as well. Again, we don't have the numbers exactly how it all looks like for Sean Murphy-Bunting, but enough for him to stay here with one more year, and he's a veteran presence, right? I would have preferred the Cardinals to kind of cut him out, but honestly, the Cardinals don't have any veteran presence, right? In terms of a cornerback that's over the age of 25, 26 years old, that's what Sean Murphy-Bunting is. Now, unfortunately, he got hurt last year, and he wasn't able to play any snap in the 2025 season, but he's coming back, and in 2024, he had a couple good games here, or I guess a few good games here and there. He's not long-term. He's a bridge guy, right? He's a guy that's going to be here for this year, and he revised his contract. So I guess there's no sweat off the back of the Cardinals. There's that, and then we end up bringing in two guys that are special team guys, right? Chad Ryland as well as Blake Gillikin also going to be within the coming back with the Arizona Cardinals for a very, very reasonable price. So for what it's worth, there's that. Now, we're seeing a lot of news kind of develop as we are on this live stream. So if you guys see anything, please let me know here in the chat. We did see a confirmation that Tua Tagovailoa is said to be released. If you guys do not know, yes, Tua is going to be released, and they're calling it a post-June 1st designation. Now, there was a player for the Green Bay Packers in Rashawn Gary. That whole situation was weird. And this happened on Friday. I was actually going to California when this happened. He ended up putting a thank you note out there on his socials, right? And all the big national reporters came out and they tweeted it. Oh, wow. Rashawn Gary, what's happening, right? Are you leaving? Are you going? And then Rashawn Gary came out and said, oh, I was hacked. I was hacked, guys. I was hacked. I'm sorry, guys. That's I didn't mean to send that out. And then the Arizona and then they retracted it. And guess what? Rashawn Gary was still traded. I believe it was to the Cowboys, if I can remember correctly. So I don't even, that whole situation was so darn weird, man. It was just so darn weird. It made absolute no sense as to what the heck happened and transpired there. But Rashawn Gary is now a Dallas Cowboy. Let me see. Let me just double check. I think I'm correct, right? I'm trying to catch up myself with all the news that dropped just before me kind of coming home. So, yes. So 2 hours ago, the Green Bay Packers are finalizing a deal that would send defensive tackle Rashawn Gary to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a late round 2027 pick per ESPN sources. I don't know what that late round pick entails, but he's a good player. He's a good player. Very, very good player. Let me see here if there's anything else up there. I do see a report here from Ian Rappaport saying that the 49ers are now said to be open to trading left tackle Trent Williams. I feel like Trent Williams is always looking for some money, man. Trent Williams is always looking for some money, and it seems like their left tackle is probably going to get traded somewhere. So that's pretty big implications for the NFC West. If you guys do not know, news came out probably about 18, 19 minutes ago from Ian Rappaport that the 49ers are willing to trade away Trent Williams. This guy, man, I'm telling you. He just constantly in negotiations. He always wants to kind of restructure his deal. It's wild. But all right. Let's focus on the chat now. Okay. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying here in the chat. And we will react. Let's go with Bruce. Bruce in the chat says, can never have enough running backs. How many did we lose to injury last year? Are you talking about potentially trading for Jeremiah Love? Here's the thing, right? It's going to be Monty Ossenfort's decision, right? I've already kind of gave you my 2 cents and how I feel about it. Here's the thing, too. I don't want to fight too hard because I don't want to make it seem like I don't like Jeremiah Love. I do. I like Jeremiah Love. I think he's a really fantastic prospect. And I think he's probably one of the best prospects coming out of this year's class. Do I think Monty Ossenfort's going to get him? I don't. I really don't. I think Monty Ossenfort is going to focus a lot on trenches in the draft, and I don't think they are in a position to get themselves a running back. Now, I could be shocked. I could be surprised. Now, if the Cardinals trade back, then I would make it more of a yes. It probably is more realistic that the Cardinals are going to get Jeremiah Love. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You kind of already know how I feel about it. But I also, on the other side of the coin, he's on my top 5 prospects I would love the Cardinals to draft, right? But just not at that 3 position. So it is what it is, right? If the Cardinals get him, cool. I don't think it's going to happen personally, so I'm not going to really lose sleep over it. So let me take a look here. So yes, like we mentioned earlier, Trent Williams, the left tackle for the 49ers, is going to be on his way out of the NFC West, which is absolutely great news for the Arizona Cardinals. All right, perfect. We got a super chat coming in here. Adrian, what's up, brother? Appreciate the super chat. We got a 5 coming our way from Adrian. Adrian says this: please, Monty, get Tyler Linderbaum. Also, the linebacker room this year is stacked. Anyone you want to get? I like Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker. I like Quay Walker. I like Bobby Wagner. Now, Bobby Wagner is not going to be a multi-year deal. It's probably going to be a 1-year deal. If the Cardinals were to go Bobby Wagner, I feel like that would be absolutely amazing. You got a guy that really knows Seattle. You got a guy that's been doing it very, very well still at his age. I would like a 1-year deal with Bobby Wagner if the Cardinals can do something like that. So I like him. Who's the other one I had on top of my head? Tremaine Edmonds was just released not too long ago. I believe that's his name. Yes, Tremaine Edmonds from the former Buffalo Bills. No, I'm sorry, Chicago Bears. He was a Buffalo Bill. And then I believe he ended up going with the Chicago Bears, and now he's a free agent. So Tremaine Edmonds, Bobby Wagner, and yeah, Quay Walker. That would be pretty awesome. But of course, Tyler Linderbaum is my favorite as well, because I have this really crazy idea in my head. If you get Tyler Linderbaum as a center for the future, you can kick out Fro Holt to be one of the guards. And guess what? You have flexibility there. Like, you don't have to get so crazy. Now, of course, the right tackle needs to be addressed. I get that, right? But you can have Fro Holt as your left guard or your right guard. Like, he's still a real solid player for the Cardinals. So instead of just having 2 dependable guys, now you're dealing with 3 dependable guys. And then maybe you can go ahead and get your right tackle in the draft, or maybe a Braden Smith. Like, that's what I expect the Arizona Cardinals to do in this year's free agency class. That's what I expect the Cardinals to do. Plug up the holes in what we need to do. Now, per over the cap right now, over the cap has the Arizona Cardinals sitting at $47.9 million right now. $47.9 million right now. Now, that's not taking into effect the James Carter negotiation, or sorry, the revise of James Conner's deal, and that's not taking into effect Sean Murphy Bunting's revised deal either. So where are the Cardinals at right now? I think if I were to give an estimate, we probably were to have somewhere upwards of about 55, maybe closer to $60 million if I were just to put some sort of estimate, because I don't know what the revised contract is for James Conner or Sean Murphy Bunting, right? And the 1-year deals for Blake Gillikin and Chad Ryland, it's not going to be very much, right? It's not going to be very much here at the end of the day. So the Arizona Cardinals right now are set to have about $48 million. I think with the moves that the Cardinals have done with the revising contracts of Connor as well as Sean Murphy Bunting, we're probably in the 50s, maybe closer to the 60s, which of course that's not going to put us at the very top of the crazy amount of money that everybody has. The Raiders have over $110 million. The Titans have $92 million. The Commanders have $87 million. The Chargers $75 million. The Jets $59. But we're going to be around that realm. We're going to be probably between the Seahawks and the Jets, which are still top 7 money in the league. So I'm hoping the Cardinals are going to open up those purse strings. I'm hoping the Arizona Cardinals are going to come in here and open up those strings, because we can definitely very well use a lot of help for sure. For sure. All right. Oh yeah, I think somebody just rang the doorbell. That's why the dog's going out here. They're getting crazy. Russell in the chat says Wagner is too old. I'm talking about just a 1-year deal, man. That's it. Like Wagner, I get it. He's up there in age, but Bobby Wagner still at the age that he's doing it when he was with the Commanders this last year, he only signed a 1-year deal if I'm not mistaken. He was still listed off as probably one of the best linebackers this last year. He's 35. I'll give you that, right? Yes, he's up there in age, but he still had an overall 79.3 PFF grade, a run defensive grade of 90.3, a pass rushing grade of 92.4. Coverage was a little right? It wasn't the greatest there, but overall, if you're looking for a captain, a guy that's going to be able to be in the middle of the field to stop the run, Bobby Wagner can be that guy for you. I'm looking just for a 1-year deal, right? I'm not looking for anything like a multi-year deal. No, that would just be a stopgap guy if you cannot get another linebacker, because right now you're rolling with Cody Simon. Right now you have Mac Wilson Sr. I don't know if I have Cody Simon up there as a guy that I have a lot of expectations this year. Now, if he takes the next jump and he's actually better than I, expect him to be, then good. Awesome. That works, right? Because you have a mid-round guy that worked out for us. But if you're looking for a guy that you can learn under, Bobby Wagner would be a 1-year stopgap type of guy, right? He's not going to be a multi-year dude. But I get it. He is up there in age, but per PFF, he's still rated like 7 out of 88 linebackers. And run defense, he's 5th out of 88 linebackers. Pass rushing grade, he's 2nd out of 88 linebackers. He's pretty solid. Like, he struggles with the coverage grade because obviously his age, but I mean, he's still a really solid player. Real solid player. We got another super chat coming our way, this time from Breadman. What's up, Breadman? Thank you so much for the super chat. This time coming with the 5. What's up, man? He says this: we got to pay Paris and Michael Wilson too. We got some very expensive re-signs we got to address before we really make moves. Yes, you're right. Michael Wilson and PJJ, Paris Johnson Jr., does need to get paid, 100%. But that won't take into effect until next year, right? Now, also keep in mind that, yes, we got to pay those guys, Michael Wilson and Paris Johnson Jr., but those contracts won't kick in until next year. So that works. And guess what? If the Cardinals eat a lot of the money that we're tied up with Kyler, then we open up more money next year. Keep that in mind as well, because Kyler Murray right now, I'm not sure if it's a post-June designation or a pre-June 1st designation, but just for kicks, right? Let's just say the Arizona Cardinals are doing a pre-June 1st designation cut for Kyler, right? Let's just say we live in that world. We have a dead money hit of $54.7 million of just Kyler on himself, right? So more opens up next year, especially if the Cardinals decide to eat a lot of his contract this year. So keep that in mind as well. So you're right, but those contracts won't be kicking until next year. So we got some. We can make moves. We absolutely can. But great call out. Appreciate you in the super chat. Let me see if there's the first move being made. Right now we're sitting 22 minutes into free agency, and we do got some news, ladies and gentlemen. Not Cardinals related, of course, but it looks like Alec Pierce is returning. Alec Pierce, probably one of the most highly coveted wide receivers in this year's free agency class, is actually signing back with the Colts. This happened about 20 minutes ago, probably a little after the start of free agency. He's set to sign a 4-year deal worth up to $116 million. Wow. Alec Pierce, 4 years, $116 million to stay with the Colts. Wow. I kind of want to see what that looks like. What does that look like here? What's APY on that? $29 million to stay with the Colts per year, APY. We don't know the guarantees yet, or at least I haven't seen the guarantees yet. Let me do another real quick refresh, and then we'll kind of go from there. Wow. Good for Alec Pierce. Here we go. We got another move being made. Jordan Schultz, 15 minutes ago, reported the Patriots are signing defensive linebacker Dramont Jones to a 3-year, $39 million contract. So Draymond Jones, former, I'm assuming Ravens, is now signing with the Patriots. Okay, another one. Ian Rappaport reported Eric Stokes have agreed to sign with the Raiders for a 3-year, $10 million deal, $20 million guaranteed. It's funny, right? It's funny that the non-tampering period, you're not supposed to tamper or anything, but you're getting news left and right. It's so crazy, right? It's funny how that works. That you're not supposed to be talking to these free agents, but the moment, 10 minutes in, 5 minutes into free agency, we're starting to hear news. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Let me take a look to see if there's anything else. We did hear Travis Kelce is coming back. Did he sign a deal? Oh, yeah, he's coming back with the Chiefs. I believe a $15 million deal to stay with the Chiefs. Interesting. Tua getting released. We already talked about that. Let me see if there's anything else right now. Okay, we did get some other news. Veteran wide receiver Olamind Zaccheaus is signing with the Falcons per sources. I don't see an actual tag to that yet, but there's moves, man. There's moves happening already. Okay. That should keep everybody up to date as of right now. That should keep everything up to date. Who are some big time free agents still at the open market? Well, obviously Kyler, right? I'm curious to figure out where Kyler Murray is going to go. Kyler Murray is probably the best quarterback right now hitting the open market. And we're kind of waiting to see exactly where he goes. Malik Willis, ladies and gentlemen. Malik Willis, where is he going to go? I ended up seeing a discussion. I believe it was from Jeremy Fowler, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Who said that? One second. Malik Willis. I know there was conversations happening with Malik Willis. Let me see if I can find that tweet. Connor Hughes, which is a Jets reporter. He said this: one thing to watch on the Jets is Geno Smith. Wait, on the Jets, Geno Smith pursuit is Malik Willis. Oh my God, the Jets better not get Malik Willis. No, they're not gonna get no damn Malik Willis. The Dolphins want Willis. If the Cardinals can steal him, Miami has Geno Smith among their list of contingency plans. Sources indicate that Smith's preferred destination is Miami, where he's from. Interesting. Let me take a look to see what Ian Rappaport says about this. And I do see a super chat. I'm going to get that super chat right now. One sec. I'm trying to see what Ian Rappaport's saying. 1 second. Okay, Ian Rappaport. Obviously, the Arizona Cardinals are a team to look out for Malik Willis. Miami Dolphins. Okay. Yeah, it seems like that seems to be the two-horse race right now. It seems to be the two-horse race, the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins for Malik Willis. Let's see what happens. I am seeing something here in the chat. Let me go over to Adam Schefter, and I do see you, Monarch. I'm going to get to your super chat. I promise. If you guys super chatted, I will read them. I promise I will read those super chats. Kenneth Walker is going to the Chiefs. That sucks. Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs. Wow. I'm not saying I want. I'm not saying I want Kenneth Walker, although he's a very, very intriguing player. I didn't want him to go to the Chiefs, man. Wow. Kansas City Chiefs. That just went down probably about 2 minutes ago. And moves already are flying everywhere around the NFL. Biggest one is Kenneth Walker now signing with the Chiefs. Wow. All right, let's get to Monarch's super chat. Appreciate you, Monarch. Thanks for being here, man. He says this: hopefully they re-sign Wilson early. I just don't think receivers are worth their price tags. This is legal tampering period, I think, right? You are right. You are 100% correct. The official pen to paper can't happen yet until Wednesday, right? Until Wednesday. But the legal tampering period starts today, which means the announcements can be made, which means obviously, we can have conversations about these free agents and we can talk to them. But as of right now, nothing, the Cardinals haven't done something yet. Now, I've also seen here that the Falcons could make a strong push for Tua Tagovailoa. That's from Mike Garafolo. That's interesting. Maybe Tua might actually have a market after all. But yes, you are correct. Tampering period already officially started, and here we are. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Walker going with the Chiefs, but I get it. It's a smart decision by him, though. It's a smart decision by him. Joel in the chat says Monty's going to fumble Willis. You think? Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If Monty Ossenford doesn't get Willis, I'm curious to figure out what he's going to do. Now, Jimmy Garoppolo has been a guy that's been linked to the Arizona Cardinals, obviously because of Mike LaFleur, right? Mike LaFleur and the connection with the Rams, right? That's been something that we've kind of already known as Arizona Cardinal fans, that Jimmy Garoppolo has been linked to the Cardinals since the Combine, right? And I've mentioned it before as well. I think it was like 2 weeks before the Combine. I made a whole video about players that could be linked to LaFleur, and Jimmy Garoppolo was up there. So right now, Jacoby Brissett's still on this roster right now. So being the fact that Jacoby Brissett is still on this roster, we need to figure out, okay, well, are we rolling with Jacoby, or are they going to trade Jacoby Brissett? Because I haven't heard nothing. There's been crickets out there when it comes down to Jacoby Brissett. Now, there was rumbles probably about a week ago that maybe the Jets were going to inquire about a Jacoby, but I'm honestly glad. The Arizona Cardinals stayed pat and are deciding to keep Jacoby Brissett on this roster, or at least as of right now, where I'm not saying that's what they're going to do, but I'm actually kind of happy that right now he's still on the roster for the Cardinals. They probably weren't going to give you anything of value. Keep in mind, Jacoby Brissett put some crazy numbers out there when, we were throwing the ball 38, 39, 45 times a game. So he's really solid. So I'm glad he's still here on the roster. I'm glad he's on the roster still. So do we get some other news? 1 second. Maybe there's just more restructuring deals. Don't see anything else as of right now. I think we're caught up, but the latest one so far was Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs. Here we go. We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Ian Rappaport reporting, sources, the Bucs are finalizing a deal to re-sign their standout tight end, Cade Otton, taking a big-time target off the market in a deal done by his agent. So It's just a re-sign, but hey, we want to make sure that we talked about every move that's made because it's free agency frenzy, baby. It's free agency frenzy, baby. Here we are. So Ian Rappaport 3 minutes ago saying that the Bucs are bringing back their tight end, Cade Auden. Okay. All right. Julio. Got another super chat coming our way, this time from Julio. Appreciate you, Julio. Thank you so much for the 2. Where's my, where are you at? Here it is.
Another one.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. He says this: get Trent over here and Love in the draft. Jacoby Brissett, QB1. Well, Trent Williams is always, and I mean always, complaining about his contract. Always complaining about his contract. It feels like every other year or every year, Trent Williams is talking about his contract, right? In terms of he wants more money. Now, right now, Trent Williams is 37 years old. He's 37. He's going to be 38 at the start of this year. At the start of this next year, he's going to be 38. Now, is he still a high caliber left tackle? He is. He is. What will happen if the Arizona Cardinals did decide to bring in a Trent Williams, right? Well, I mean, you're going to have to ask yourself a very serious question there. Like, what are you going to do with Paris? Are you going to shoot him up over to the right tackle? I mean, that's an option, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen personally because, I mean, he is listed as one of the best left tackles out there, and he's probably going to get traded away, at least the last rumor that we ended up seeing. I don't know if the Arizona Cardinals are going to be making a push for a said Trent Williams. I could be wrong, but I've been wrong plenty of times, right? I thought James Conner, I thought Sean Murphy-Bunting were going to get cut, and they just restructured their deals, and they're staying with the Cardinals. So I just don't see it happening personally. But like I said, I wouldn't hate it. But I don't want the drama of every single year we're talking about a guy taken away from the team and talking about himself, right? That's one thing I don't want to have looming over every offseason. I don't want to deal with that. But I get it. He's a really, really good left tackle. Is Trey Hendrickson still available? He is. He is still available. Bruce in the chat says, yeah, Trent ain't the old everyone. I mean, he's still solid. I mean, per PFF, and I get it, PFF is not God, right? PFF is not the end-all, be-all. It just gives us a tool to use, right? But he's still listed out as one of the best left tackles in the league. He still is. So, I don't blame Julio for coming out here and wanting him. I don't blame him one bit. It's just, with Paris going to get signed, do you allocate all that money to the 2 bookends, and do you shoot Paris Johnson to the right side, right? That's going to be the big question out there. I don't know. But hey, I don't hate it. But he also does say Jacoby Brissett for QB1. I don't mind that one bit, man. I don't mind that one bit. Let's do another quick refresh here in the world of the NFL. If you guys are just joining in, we only have 34 likes with over 190 of you guys here on the YouTube side. Ladies and gentlemen, smack the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to try to keep you guys covered and up to date with everything NFL news and what's currently happening right now. All the like button does, I don't get paid for likes. I just want to make sure everybody, for some reason, people like every time I say smack the like button, there's some people out there that are like, I'm not going to like the button just because you told me so. Okay, well, like the button if you want the Arizona Cardinals to have more than 7-8 wins next year. I guess we'll put it out that way. But all it does is it pushes the video out to the algorithm. That's all it does. It pushes the video out to the algorithm and lets other Cardinals fans know that we're currently live right now. That's all it does. It helps me out, brings in new viewers, that type of thing. So if you could do me a massive favor, smack the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 19K. And I cannot do it without you guys, so I appreciate you guys for being here. Smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And we are giving away a Arizona Cardinals Nike Rivalry mini helmet once we hit 19K. So we're going to get a giveaway out of it. You're going to get a giveaway. And if we hit 20K, maybe a jersey. Maybe a jersey we'll give away. We'll see. We'll see. All right. We got some new news coming away. We got some new news coming our way. Adam Schefter reporting about 1 minute ago. Where did it go? Could have sworn I just saw something here. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. Adam Schefter reporting about 1 minute ago, another former Chief cornerback in LA, former Kansas City cornerback Jalen Watson, reached an agreement today on a 3-year with the Los Angeles Rams per Colin Roberts of Excel. So the Rams are making massive moves. The Rams just got themselves a facelift at cornerback. They got themselves Trent McDuffie, and now they're going after Jalen Watson, which don't know him too much, but hey, I mean, they're making moves with a big hole that they need to fill, right? And he's 27 years old. I mean, he's graded out pretty darn well. Man, Rams over here making moves, and the Arizona Cardinals sitting on their hands. They're over here sitting on their hands. I'm curious to figure out what the contract is for. So the Rams, they just got a 3-year, $51 million, $34 million guaranteed for Jalen Watson. The Rams just keep getting better, man. The Rams just keep getting better. Wow. We got another super chat coming our way. This time from Monarch. Appreciate you.
Another one.
Thank you so very much, Monarch, for the super chat. He says this, got to be honest, Keim is greater than Monty at this point. I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, man. It feels like, I don't know if Monty Ossenfort really doesn't have negotiation skills. That's what it kind of feels like now going into year 4. I mean, granted, it's only 40 minutes into the open tampering period. But this is going to be the discussion, man. It really is. Unfortunately, Monty Ossenfort has not really done enough to consistently say that he has been better than Keim. I have been saying multiple times that I like Monty Ossenfort's drafts over Steve Keim's, but Keim's got your trades. Keim's got your free agency pickups. And then Monty Ossenfort only kind of kicked tires on free agency last year. And let's be real, Josh Sweat was the only real big one last year. Yeah, this is the Rams making moves. The NFC West is getting better, and Cardinals are sitting on their hands, unfortunately. Let's see. I mean, we're still 41 minutes or only 41 minutes into free agency, so hopefully something changes here. But I appreciate the 2, Monarch. Thank you so very much. Adam Schefter reported less than 1 minute ago, Commanders Pro Bowl left tackle Laramie Tunsil reached an agreement on a 2-year, $60.2 million contract with Washington, per his business manager. So Laramie Tunsil is staying with the Commanders. Left tackle to protect Jaden Daniels over there. Cool. All right, 1 second. All right, let me see if there's anything else. Sorry, I needed to put a tweet out there. My bad. I apologize, guys. Okay, let's see what's happening in the chat here. Naeem in the chat says, Monty, come on, do something. Yeah, I mean, it's the waiting game right now, right? It's just the waiting game. That's what we're kind of waiting for now. Like I said, I didn't expect the Cardinals to do something off the very first hour. They hardly do that. Usually they wait till like the 10 o'clock hour if they were to make a move, or maybe even the 11 o'clock hour is when they make a big move for, any of these free agency signings. So I'm not shocked that the Arizona Cardinals haven't done anything yet. It's frustrating to see the NFC West get better, right? Specifically the Rams get better while the Arizona Cardinals are kind of chilling and not addressing a big big needs that we have. And we got holes, man. We got holes up and down this roster right now. Is there another move just happened? I'm seeing the chat. Did another move just happen? Wow. Carolina. 2 minutes ago, Adam Schefter reports Jalen Phillips, which is one of their best edge rushers. I'm going to add that. One of the best edge rushers out there. The Carolina Panthers just signed Jalen Phillips to a 4-year, $120 million deal. Where was Carolina at in the cap space? In cap space, Carolina had $8.9 million coming into the day. Carolina had $8.9 million of cap space per over the cap coming into the day. Don't sit here and tell me that, oh, it's going to take 3 years to rebuild. Stop it. It's crazy. Jalen Phillips has agreed to a 4-year, $120 million deal with the Carolina Panthers, $80 million in guarantees. That's $30 million APY. Insane. So much news happening right now. We got some more moves. Okay, that's a massive move. Jalen Phillips going over to the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Okay, I think there's more moves happening right now as we speak. Let me just double check. Jalen Phillips, we just heard that one already. Let's see, we'll go to Adam Schefter here real quick. Trade! Michael Pittman is getting traded to the Steelers. Michael Pittman, wide receiver for the Colts, getting traded to the Steelers. Wow. And Monty also supports Chile. That's crazy. Pablo in the chat says, only in AZ people think it takes years to rebuild. Yeah, no, 100%. That's why it always frustrates me, man. That's why it always frustrates me as a Cardinal fan, right? It frustrates me because you see teams, man, left and right. It doesn't take 3-4 years to rebuild. No, it just takes the right people to come, right? It takes the right people. Wow. Oh, man. Let me see if there's anything else. There's news just left and right, man. There's so much things happening right now. It's hard to kind of keep track of what's going on. I appreciate you guys for letting me know here in the chat. So here's the Kenneth Walker deal. Just in a quick update. Kenneth Walker, the deal for Kenneth Walker is a 3-year, $43.05 million. It could be worth up to $45 million. $45 million. He gets paid $28.7 million guaranteed. So let's just do a real quick estimate here. So I'm just going to go with the 45 mil. So about 15 a year, a little under 15 a year for Kenneth Walker. I mean, he's a Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl MVP there. Wow. A little under 15 mil a year. Good for Walker. Good for Walker. Did Willis get don't did he did the Dolphins get Willis? Don't lie to me, guys. Let me see. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Oh. Miami Dolphins agreed on a deal with Malik Willis. Wow. Wow. Oh. Wow. Malik Willis just signed a deal with the Miami Dolphins. No, I'm not joking. Reported by Adam Schefter. Sources: Packers free agent quarterback Malik Willis reached an agreement today with the Miami Dolphins, per Adam Schefter. Wow. Then what's the freaking plan? Then what's the freaking plan? Then what's the plan? Insane. We got a few super chats. I'm going to get to these super chats. I promise you guys. I'll get to these super chats. Thanks for the... Wow. So, Ty Simpson? What? But you can't get him at 3? You can't get him at 3? Wow. Miami just went through a brand new general manager. They went through a brand new head coach. Why do we accept this, Cardinals fan? Like, why do we accept this? Every single year we do this to ourselves. Every single year we accept that it takes 3 or 4 years to rebuild. Why do we accept it? Why? Look at the Miami Dolphins. They went through a brand new general manager and a new head coach, and they still got Malik Willis, which I haven't seen the contract yet. So I'm kind of curious what the contract's going to be. But, like, why do we do this to ourselves every year? Oh, here it is. Okay, Ian Rappaport says this. The Dolphins are signing Packers Malik Willis as their new quarterback has landed in Miami. He gets a 3-year, $67.5 million deal, $45 million guaranteed. Yo. $67.5. So 22.5 APY, ladies and gentlemen. $22.5 million APY, $45 million guarantee. $22.5 million APY. 67.53 year deal. Insane. Why do we keep telling ourselves that it takes 3 or 4 years to rebuild? Why? So what's the plan? What's the plan now, Ty Simpson? You can't get him at 3? Insane. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I'm shocked. I don't know what to say or I I'm sorry guys. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Okay, let me read these super chats. Let me read these super chats. Okay, we got a few super chats that kind of trickled in. Let me see where I'm in shock, man. I'm in shock. Let's go with Fran. What's up, man? I think this is where I left off. Let me just double check. Oh no, that's not. That's not. No, I apologize. Let me get to the right spots. Wow, we got a lot of super chats coming in. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the right spot. I apologize, guys. A lot of super chats are flooding in. I'm assuming people are upset. Monarch. Let's go with Monarch. Yes, here he goes. Monarch. Let's go with Monarch. Okay, Monarch says this: cap is never the issue. It's guaranteed money for the poor owners like ours. That's the difference between owners that make their money in the NFL versus real life. Yeah, man. I mean, you might have actually put this out way before this Malik Willis news came in, but like, hey, you hit that right on the head, man. You hit that right on the head. Now, I even come out and said myself, Malik Willis, right? I was a little worried about the contract. I even said it before, right? I even said it before, but that was under the understanding that $30 million was like, that's way too much. I even said $25 million is way too much, right? But he went for $22.5 million APY. $22.5 million APY. Now, if you're scared about the $45 million guarantee, I mean, that's split out to 3 years, right? We don't know if there's a voided out year in the year 3. You don't know, right? The circumstance right now is the Arizona Cardinals are always going to be, unfortunately, a team that can never seem to negotiate the deals to bring a guy here. Like it's the unfortunate truth of the nature. So Monarch, what you said here is right on the head. Is right on the head. I appreciate the super chat, man. I really do. Thank you. Let's keep the super chats going. We got Michael coming in here saying 3 wins next year. Left my A off. Monty is a bum. Yeah, Monty is definitely not in my good graces right now. That's for damn sure. Monty Allsport's definitely not in my good graces. That's for damn sure. Very, very unfortunate. Adrian in the chat says, if we don't think at Linderbaum after what just happened, fire Monty immediately. I mean, who's big out there right now, right? Who's still big? Linderbaum. Um, Trey Hendrickson is still out there. I mean, there's still a few guys out there, and I was worried about the amount of money that the quarterback was going to entail for Malik Willis. But 22, hearing what the original reports out there about $30 million a year, like a $90 million contract, I mean, this kind of seems like a steal. This kind of seems like a steal. Connor Hughes said the Cardinals had interest here. The price was simply too rich for them. I'd expect Arizona to continue truly to lure Jimmy Garoppolo from the Rams. Oh, we're such a freaking joke, man. We're such a joke. We're gonna lure. Come here, Jimmy Garoppolo. We need to lure you over. Come here, buddy. Come here. Such a joke. Such a joke. But I agree. I would love Linderbaum here too. I would love Linderbaum here as well. I don't think we're going to be able to afford anybody because it's too rich, right? That's too rich. Man in the chat says Jacoby Brissett was always QB1. Got to drop the guy as well. Yeah, well, I mean, Ty Simpson. But here's, like, I don't know if I trust Monty Osborne. Like, so we need to trade back up. We're not going to use a 3rd overall pick for Ty Simpson, are we? Is that where we are? We're using a 3rd overall pick for Ty Simpson? Like, hear me well. I love Ty Simpson. I like Ty Simpson. But I don't know if I have the faith for Monty Osborne to trade back up into the 1st round. He hasn't proved that he can do nothing. This guy, he can't prove he hasn't done nothing. Nothing. Fran in the chat says, can never do SHAT effing right, poverty franchise. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of frustration. A lot of frustration amongst this Cardinal fan base right now. It's, yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I'm pretty darn frustrated right now. I really am. Timothy in the chat says, we cut Kyler for nothing. Jimmy Garoppolo is our next franchise quarterback. Well, I know you mean this in a way where, like, you're right. Timothy, you're 100% correct. There was no plan. There was obviously no plan here, right? If $22.5 million was too much, there was no plan. Obviously, Monty never has a plan. The organization of the Cardinals never have a plan. And guess what? We have Cardinals fans over here thinking like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's not okay, guys. It's not. Because guess what? It's going to consistently happen to the Arizona Cardinals unless we put heat on this organization, which, let's be real, it's probably not going to happen. Now, while I was reading Super Chats, we do see a big move that ended up happening. Isaiah Likely reached an agreement with the Giants. The Giants reached an agreement on a 3-year deal with former Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely. So the Giants, which are also in the top 10 of the NFL draft, and they are sitting with $13.9 million in cap space, I might add. $13.9 million in cap space. And I get it. Over the cap is not end all be all, right? There's a lot of things that they don't have, but that's just kind of an estimate. The Cardinals have leaps and bounds way more money than they do, but they made a deal, and they ended up bringing in a tight end in Isaiah Likely. That's awesome. That's awesome. Adam Schefter reports that the Steelers are signing their wide receiver, Michael Pittman, to a 3-year, $59 million deal. So Steelers trade for Michael Pittman. They made a contract for him. The Jets have reached an agreement today with Joseph Osai. So the Jets are made a deal 5 minutes ago, 3-year, $36 million deal that includes $22.5 million in guaranteed salary. That is for the Jets defensive end Joseph Osai. Adam Schefter also reports Jalen Phillips will join a defensive. Oh, never mind. That's just talking about Carolina. Okay. Adam Schefter is saying that pass rusher Kingsley Ungaber headed to the Jets for a 1-year deal. So the Jets made back-to-back moves. They got Kingsley, which is a pass rusher, and his last name is Enagbare. Ungaber? So they make that move, and they also go after Joseph Osai. So hey, maybe they don't go pass rusher. I don't know. I don't know what the Jets are gonna do, man. I don't know what the Jets are gonna do. Okay, let me just make sure I'm caught up to date, and I will get back to these super chats. I promise. I want to make sure that I'm up to date with everything. Uh, okay, perfect. Okay, so we're caught up to date. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Timothy, for the 2. No, I'm sorry, for the 5. I appreciate the 5 there, Timothy. Let's move on over to the next one. We got Julio coming up with the 2. Julio says this: why are we mad about this? I don't get it. I don't think mad is the I'm shocked more than anything, but also it almost just kind of proves there was no plan, right? It almost kind of feels like the Cardinals would be a better organization if there was actually a plan in place. Now, here's the thing. What was the plan? To give money to what's his name? Malik Willis, right? But the 22.5 APY was just too rich, or the $45 million guarantee was too rich. I mean, well, that's just what the Cardinals are going to be moving forward, unfortunately. Because the Cardinals have a team, man. The Cardinals have a squad. They just needed to get a freaking quarterback that was going to be able to hopefully be able to do something. But Miami beat us out to it, right? And it's more frustrating because you have a brand new regime with Miami, and they're spending big, right? Brand new regime with Miami over there, and they're spending big. While the Arizona Cardinals took 2 years to open up the purse strings, and even those guys that the Cardinals brought in, they were really, really not good. So, for what it's worth, I guess that's my take. I can't speak for everybody in the chat though. Monarch on the chat says pass on a QB this year or take the best available in 5. Well, we're sitting with the 3rd overall pick right now, and I'm hoping that the Arizona Cardinals still go best player available. I'm still hoping for, right? I'm hoping the Arizona Cardinals go best player available at 3. Now, here's the question. What are they going to do at quarterback, right? Here's the question. What are they going to do at quarterback? Because it seems like Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the guy. I don't want it, but it seems like he's going to be the guy. That or he battles it out with Jacoby, right? Unless he battles it out with Jacoby, I don't know. I don't know. Appreciate you, Monarch. Let's move on over to the next super chat. This time from Kevin. Kevin with the 2. He says, it doesn't seem like Monty's on the hot seat. I mean, I don't know if this is a real indication of him on the hot seat or not, but you would think, right, that, I mean, but also on the other side of the coin, we're only an hour and 6 minutes into free agency, right? We're only an hour and 6 minutes into free agency right now. So, can the Cardinals still make a move? Can we hear Trey Hendrickson coming and then all of us change our mind and get excited? Yes, we can hear Trey Hendrickson coming, right? We can hear Tyler Linderbaum coming here and we all get excited, right? So, there's still a lot of time left. I want to be very, very clear. It's just, if Ty Simpson's the plan, what's the plan to get him, right? That's the question. Because you're not getting him at 3. Or at least I hope you're not getting him at 3. If you're trading back up into the draft, I don't know if I trust Monty Ossenfort to trade anything. Like, he's got nothing of value back from Monty Ossenfort. Okay, now we're caught up with all super chats. Monarch with another 2.
Another one.
Cannot spend more than about a 3rd for Simpson. Wait, so cannot spend more than about a 3rd. You're talking about like a 3rd round pick or the 3rd overall? Because right now we're sitting with the 3rd overall pick. I don't mind Simpson in the 1st round. I want to be very, very clear. I don't mind Simpson in the 1st round, but not with the 3rd overall pick. Nah. No, I'm not using that 3rd overall pick for Simpson myself. I'm curious, Monarch. Are you saying the 3rd overall pick, or you're saying the 3rd round? Because he's not going to be in there the 3rd round. It's going to be exactly like the Jackson Dart thing all over again. I promise you that. There's going to be the whole thing like Jackson Dart all over again. Now, if the Jets go after a Band-Aid guy or a bridge guy, then I guess it gives us a little bit more wiggle room. But if he falls to the 2nd round, of course, I think the Cardinals should snipe him. Of course. But yeah, this is brutal, man. This is brutal. We got another signing here. We have another signing here. Adam Schefter says former Saints linebacker Demario Davis reached an agreement with the Jets. The Jets are signing people after people after people after people. This is the third signing from the Jets. So don't tell me out there, man. Don't come out here and tell me. It's only an hour in, Mike. It's only 45 minutes in, Mike. The Jets just made 3 signings. Demario Davis is the latest one on a 2-year, $22 million deal worth up to $50 million guaranteed, and Davis returns to the Jets, per Adam Schefter. So don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me that. Now, curious here because yes, okay, yeah. So yeah, the Jets have already made 3 moves. Already. All right, appreciate you, Monarch. We got another super chat coming in here. This time from Unexpected Savage. What's up, Unexpected? Appreciate the super chat. He says this: as a Rams fan, I really want to see the Cardinals get out of this hole, but man, y'all seem to throw random darts at everything. Need aim. Yeah, I said this on my X/Twitter, and people aren't gonna like it because people don't like me giving praise to anybody but the Arizona Cardinals. But honestly, what the Rams have done already in less than an hour and 10 minutes, addressing their biggest need, is absolutely amazing. That's what an organization does. That's what an organization does. People aren't gonna like it, but it's the truth. That's what an organization does. They ended up trading for McDuffie, and they ended up getting themselves, who was it? Jalen? Is it Jalen Watson? Right? Jalen Watson, is that his name? Let me just double check. I think it's Watson. But yes, they already addressed their cornerback position. They already addressed the cornerback. That was the biggest need they had. Cornerback. Now Jalen Watson is now a piece to upgrade their defense, which, like I said, the cornerback was a big hole. So don't give me we're only an hour in, man. Don't give me that. Monty Ossenford is doo-doo, man. Monty Ossenford is doo-doo. Unless he does something here that's going to blow my socks off. Unless he's going to do something here that's going to blow my socks off. Let's not forget that with the revising of the contracts, the Cardinals, before anything, have $47.9 million, close to 48, right? So if the revising of the contracts, we're probably somewhere in the 50s. So Cardinals haven't done anything yet. Ian Rappaport 4 minutes ago saying that Austin Hooper is back with the Falcons. $3.25 million on a 1-year deal. Austin Hooper going back to the Falcons. And let me see here. If there's anything else going on. Don't really see anything else as of right now. I think we're caught up to date now. Okay, let's read the chat. Let's go with is it Manny KR6? He did nothing in college and nothing in the league. Are you talking about Ty? I mean, what other option do you have unless you want to roll with Jimmy Garoppolo or Brissett? Or are you talking about Willis? Sorry. And that's the problem with going into the chat. Sometimes I'm just going way too in. Edgar in the chat says, every team in our division feels bad for us. We ain't even the talks when it comes down to the first place. And oh, no. Hell no, we're not. Hell no. We haven't been division favorites in a long time, ever. The Cardinals are not ever going to be a division favorite, ever. It's just, it's obvious, man, that like the decisions that are being made by our current president, right?
I am the team president.
Right? the guy that's making the decisions. Now, of course, Monty's going to get blamed, as Keim is going to get blamed, right? All general managers, they're going to get blamed, right? That's just, it is what it is. The circumstances is just, I guess this is exactly why the Cardinals take as long as they do, right? This is the reason why right here. This is the reason why the Arizona Cardinals take as long or to ever be relevant. I understand now, man. I get it. And I'm seeing people out here on X/Twitter saying, oh, this was an overpay, right, for Malik Willis. $22.5 million in a 3-year deal, $45 million guaranteed. What's the overpay, in my opinion? Or my question, well, what's the overpay? What's the overpay? You have a quarterback that you have on probably a 2-year deal, I'm assuming. Like, I want to see the actual contract that actually comes out, right? I want to see the actual contract that comes out. Like, that's what I'm curious, like how it actually breaks apart. Because although we see $45 million and the APY is like 22.5, I mean, that's a bargain for what you had for Kyler, right? Or at least that kind of shows that, hey, we're trying to win, right? Like, you're going to try to convince me that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the guy to save us, or Jacoby Brissett's going to be the guy to save us. I mean, I don't know. Like, all I want as a Cardinals fan is a clear-cut plan. That's what I'm looking for more than anything, is a clear-cut plan. And I just don't think we ever have a plan, ever. We never do. We never do.
I am the team president.
We got another super chat coming our way.
Another one.
Monarch again says, if we don't land Linderbaum or Hendrickson, it's a fail in free agency. Well, we got a lot of money, man. We do. We opened up a lot of money. So like I said, if the Cardinals come out here and they bring in Hendrickson, I'm not saying they're going to, and I'm not going to say they're landing Linderbaum, but if they land something like that, then of course all of us will get excited again. But it's just the circumstances, unfortunately, we're living in every single year, right? Every single offseason. It's not like the Cardinals are broke. They're not. It's a decision that they're probably making right now. And the decision probably is that they're probably not going to, I don't know, man. I don't know. Are they going to just eat all Kyler's money this year? Like, is that what it is? They're just going to eat all Kyler Murray's money this year and do something next year? But even then, like, how do we know, like Cardinal fans, like, let's ask ourselves, how do we know this is actually going to change next year? How do we know? How do we know this is actually going to change this year? Monty Ossenford in 4 years or 3 years, this is his 4th year, right? How do we know anything's going to change? Keep in mind, we had a lot of money last year. Last year, we brought in Josh Sweat and a lot of guys to fill up the roster, right? Okay, cool. Right? The decisions on the players you bring in is important, right? You're not just going to throw money around because you got the money. That's just not how it works. You got to make sure these free agency hit, right? Like, that's the number one thing. You have 3 years of bad free agency class. That's what you're living with. You have 3 years of bad free agency classes. You have about, 4 or 5 of those free agents that worked out, that are big, impactful players, and probably 3 of them are the biggest impactful guys, and the other ones are just there because they're starters. But, like, Monty Ossenford has not done a good job building up this roster. It does not take 3 or 4 years to rebuild. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't. We just accept it as this Arizona Cardinals fan base, unfortunately. But it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. JMR in the chat says, Dolphins have negative cap space. How? Because they're willing to spend. They're willing to spend. And guess what? They just came off a Tua Tagovailoa contract. They just signed Tua. They just signed Tua Tagovailoa, and then they just gone after Malik Willis. People want to call it an overpay, right? Oh, it's an overpay. They overpaid Malik Willis. But I promise you, if the Cardinals sign him in that contract, Cardinals fans would be ecstatic. They would say, oh, we're back, guys. We're back. I promise you. It's not a 22.5 and a 3-year deal is not an overpay. It's not. I mean, is there a lot of unknown? There's a lot of unknown, but it does also show you that they're willing to do something to do something here, right? This Kyler Murray experiment didn't work. They fumbled that. Well, guess what? You just now fumbled the other potential quarterback because you got nothing from Kyler, right? He's now a free agent. And now you got nothing from the quarterback class. You're really going to sell us Jacoby and Jimmy. You're really going to sell us Jacoby and Jimmy, right? Like, to the credit of Jacoby, and I want to be very clear, Jacoby Brissett is a very solid backup quarterback, and that's what I've been saying for a long time. He's a solid backup quarterback, but that's what he is. He's a solid backup quarterback. If Ty Simpson is the route, I'm okay with Ty Simpson. I want to be clear. I'm the one that was preaching Ty Simpson. That's me. Right? Hi, it's me. I was the one preaching Ty Simpson. And if you guys want that as well, cool. Okay, we're on the same page. But then that makes that you, as Monty Osborne, you need to trade up. You need to trade back up into the draft or into the first round. I don't know if this man has it in him, brothers and sisters. I don't know. I don't know if the pessimism is starting to set in because the Cardinals right now are like 10 minutes, an hour and 19 minutes in, and the Cardinals haven't done anything yet. I don't know if the pessimism is starting to set in. But here we go. Here we go. I'm trying to see if there's any other news happening right now. I don't see anything else right now. Let's keep reading with the chat. We got a few more super chats piling in. WJ Berger in the chat says, as long as we don't get Rodgers. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm cool without Rodgers. I'm cool without Rodgers myself. I can care too. I don't want Rodgers myself, but I agree. Appreciate the 2. Another one, captured by an angel. What's up, brother? Appreciate the 5. He says this, why let Kyler go and do this BS? Shake my head. It's going to be the Jacoby Brissett show. Yeah. 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 I mean, and here's the thing. It's not like, I like Jacoby. I really do. It's just, the Cardinals never have a plan. They never do. If Ty Simpson is the plan and that's what you want to do, okay, I can get behind that. But where are you getting him? Are you trading back up into the first round? Because I don't know if you have the negotiation skills to trade up, right? And like I said, pessimism is starting to set in right now for Cardinal fans, including myself as well. But I kind of feel the same way. Okay, you want to release Kyler? Okay, that makes sense, right? That's the step. You couldn't get anything out of him. Okay, then we back the idea that, okay, that's fine. But then what's the plan? Is it really Jimmy G? Or is it Jacoby and you're drafting the guy? Right? Now, unfortunately, we're not going to get this answer until much later on. Right? We're not going to get this answer until a month from now. But the Cardinals can't get Ty Simpson with the 3rd overall pick. They just can't. They can't. At least I hope they can't. But look at this man's face. Look at this man's face. He can do whatever he wants. But look at this man. Oh my God. Monty Osborne is our general manager. Good God. Captured by an angel. I agree, man. I just want a plan. That's all I want, man. That's all I want, a plan. That's it. And right now it just feels like the Arizona Cardinals are floundering again. That's what it feels like. It's floundering. Javi in the chat says the plan is Jacoby or Jimmy G and draft a quarterback in 2027. So then Monty Osborne should not be picking the quarterback in 2027. He should not be picking the quarterback. He shouldn't be making any draft selections at all. If Monty Osborne comes back in 2027, it's just, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? This organization is constantly in shambles. Like, it's always like this. It's insane. It's insane. Cardinals missed out on Malik Willis. The problem isn't that we missed out on Malik Willis, right? That's not the problem, right? The problem is that it doesn't seem like there's a clear-cut plan. And if the plan truly is Jimmy G, that's terrible. I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's terrible. 2 veterans. Let's go. Training camp's going to be wild. 2 veterans going at it. This is going to be fun, guys. No, it's terrible. For the people that are just joining in right now, we got over 100 of you guys right now on the YouTube side. Do me a massive favor. Smack the like button, everybody. Smack the like button. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. 5 in the chat says we're going to get to it. That's funny. Smack the like button if you guys haven't done so already. We are sitting with over 100 of you guys right now on the YouTube side with 75 likes. Smack the like button. Let's see if we can think some positivity. Let's see if we can put some positivity in the air right now because boy, oh boy, we can very well use some positivity. as Cardinal fans, because man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. Right? Here we go. All right. So let's go with Monarch.
Another one.
Another super chat coming in here from Monarch. Appreciate you, brother. He says this again. Poor owner, a real owner, would have ate the extra 20 million and benched Kyler. To bass the backs are the only ones with the Wally World money. To bass the backs are the only ones with Wally money. Are you talking about Denver? Because they're the ones that own Walmart, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, man, it's wild, brother. Brothers is wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. Adrian in the chat says, aren't the Falcons supposed to go in on Tua? I did hear the rumor out there that Tua was gonna get targeted by the Falcons. I did hear that. And I think Mike Garafolo said that. Let me see. Maybe my guy Monarch clarified. I'm a little confused on your super chat. I'm gonna be real with you. 1 second. Hey, let me see if you clarified. I don't think you did though. No, I don't. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I agree, man. Poor owner. Oh, here we go. Monarch clarifying. Too bad the D-backs are the only ones with Wally World money. I mean, even the D-backs don't have Wally World money. But I mean, he's at least trying to do something, right? At least there's an effort being made right there with Kendricks. But we'll see. We'll see. Appreciate the super chat though, Monarch. Thank you so very much. Matthew, what's up, man? Matthew in the chat says, we already failed free agency. Well, we're about an hour and a half in right now, and the Cardinals have done nothing so far. We're already in an hour and a half or close to an hour and a half right now, and the Cardinals have done nothing so far. Trying to see if there's any other. Oh, here was a move that kind of went under the radar. Jordan Schultz 10 minutes ago reported that Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone is signing with the Bucs on a 2-year, $17 million per sources. Good for him. He's actually pretty solid. He's a solid player. Alex Anzalone signs with the Bucs on a 2-year, $17 million deal, which equates to 17, 8 and change, right? 8 and change, eight and a half, $8.5 million for 2 years for Anzalone. Wow. Well, here we are, man. Here we are. We got Timothy here with another super chat, this time of 5. What's up? Thanks, Timothy.
Another one.
He says this, Kyler was always our franchise QB. The Cardinals organization made it a QB problem. Well, here's the thing. I guess let's talk about this real quick, right? Kyler Murray being gone the way that it did, nobody wanted it to go down like that. Let's be real. Even the guys like myself that I felt like it was time to move on, right? Even guys like myself that I felt like it was time to move off of Kyler. Nobody wanted it to play out the way that it played out. Let's be real. Nobody wanted it to play out that way, where you get no value back, where you get nothing back for Kyler. Nobody wanted it to end that way, right? Now, we said to ourselves, okay, well, there's different options the Cardinals can approach here, right? The Cardinals can either split that money in 2 years. They can do a good majority this year, pay some next year, or they can eat it all this year, right? Multiple different things that were placed on the table for the Cardinals to do, right? With that being said, the releasing of players to open up some more cap space, the restructuring of deals to bring back Connor, to bring back Sean Murphy-Bunting, you think the Cardinals would be a little bit more aggressive, right? We're an hour and a half now, or a little under an hour and a half now from the tampering period for the Arizona Cardinals in free agency, right? In the NFL. And yet the Arizona Cardinals have yet to make any move. The Jets have made 3. And here we are. Here we are. Because don't tell me, and this is what I want people to get out of their heads, right? Because 3 years ago, in 2023, people told me, 3 years ago, people told me that it's going to take a year or 2 for us to get back to this relevance, right? To get back, to trust the process, to do what, just accept it, essentially. It's what people told me. The Dolphins made a move, moving off of Tua Tagovailoa that they just paid on a contract. And per over the cap, they had $8.2 million. $8.2 million they had in the cap space. And they made a move like they did. Kudos to them, man. Kudos to them. Monarch with another super chat saying this: a player that quits on your team is a franchise quarterback? Question mark. Talking about Kyler. Well, I mean, I'm not going to debate myself how anybody should feel, but I'm going to be real here, right? I'm going to be real. You did not want this Kyler Murray saga era, time in the desert, to end the way that it did. You did not want that. And what you saw was the Arizona Cardinals again floundering. They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan, man. They didn't. I'm sorry. They didn't have a plan. Why are we constantly always in this situation? It's a good question. It's a good question. Another move that went under the radar, which I didn't see till now. Kenneth Gainwell is signing with the Bucs on a 2-year, $14 million deal, $10 million guaranteed. So Kenneth Gainwell, a former Steeler, is signing with the Bucs on a 2-year deal. Did not see that one, just saw it right now, but that happened about 14 minutes ago. Another deal 20 minutes ago. The Titans are signing quarterback Mitch Trubisky on a 2-year deal. So Mitch Trubisky finding a new home with the Tennessee Titans. Let me see if there's any other things that kind of I don't see anything else as of right now. Yeah, okay. I think we're all caught up. No, I'm sorry. Yes, we are. I think Jonathan Jones just said the Chicago Bears are eyeing Seahawks safety Kobe Bryant, but nothing has been established yet. Let's read this chat. What's up, Russ? Russ in the chat says, yes, he was, and your opinion is garbage. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're not gonna dive into that. Bruce in the chat. Let's go with Bruce. His Kyler was a bust. Some people need to get over him. 7 years and handed him the keys to the franchise and failed. Move on. I mean, you're right. You're right in a sense, but also on the other side of the coin, I guess the way I look at it is I look at it come from from a different aspect, that there is a lot of young Cardinals fans that kind of got into the wave. Now, if you're a Cardinals fan since 88, right? Congrats to you. That's awesome. But you got a lot of Cardinals fans that really, really like young Cardinals fans that like players specifically. And all they know is Kyler, right? So there's going to be a little sense of sadness, and that's fine. To me, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But to me, the problem was not Kyler Murray was going to, he shouldn't have gone. No, it's just I don't like the way that the departure happened. That's what kind of frustrates me about Monty, right? It just reemphasizes why he's really not that great of a general manager. That's all it does. It's just reemphasizes that he's not that great of a general manager. Tom Pelissero reported 11 minutes ago the Commanders are signing veteran cornerback Amik Robinson to a 2-year deal, $16 million with $9.3 million of guarantees. So Amik Robinson going with the Commanders on a 2-year deal. Cool. Don't really see, think we're caught up to date. Everything free agency as of right now. Oh, man. Oh, Monarch. Again. Sheesh. Appreciate you.
Another one.
Thank you, man. You are funding this channel. You're funding the tiers right now. That's what you're funding the tiers right now. Appreciate you for being here. Can we do this? We got 15 likes away from hitting 100. 15 likes away from hitting 100. Do me a massive favor, ladies and gentlemen. Smack the like button here. Smack it up. Appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, I'm seeing something here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing some Cardinals news. All right. I'm seeing some Cardinals news. Smack the like button if you guys haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let me get you this Cardinals news real quick, and I will get right back to you, Monarch. I promise you, I'll get right back to you, Monarch, okay? Let me get you this Cardinals news real quick. Matt Zins, which is a name that I just figured out this year. And by this year, I mean 2 or 3 months ago, right? 2 or 3 months ago. Matt Zins is coming out saying the Cardinals, the Dolphins, and the 49ers are amongst teams in the mix with wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, sources tell CBS Sports. So the Cardinals might be in play for Kendrick Bourne, I'm assuming as a wide receiver 3. He spent time with the 49ers. He had some games here and there, but a name to look out for, Kendrick Bourne, former 49er receiver. And that's kind of what we have going for us right now. He's 30 years old, so it kind of feels like it would be a signing like a Zay Jones, but he's more productive than Zay Jones was, for what it's worth. Now, is that because opportunity? Ayuk went down. Ricky Pearsall couldn't stay couldn't stay healthy. So maybe due to opportunity more than anything. But Kendrick Bourne is 30 years old. He had 551 yards last year. Spent some time with 49ers, also with the Patriots, and then back with the 49ers in 2025. So per Matt Zins, the Cardinals are in play as a potential team to land Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver. So, okay. Interesting. All right, let's get to these super chats. Monarch coming up here saying this. At Russ, I will Venmo you. Oh my God. Which Russ are we talking? Oh, is the guy in the chat? Oh, maybe this guy, Russ. Okay. Monarch in the chat says, at Russ, I will Venmo you $100 if K1 wins to the playoff games this year. If you agree to send me $1 if he doesn't. Damn, Monarch's a baller, bro. Monarch's a baller. Monarch's a baller over here. Monarch says, I'll bet you $100 if K1 wins a playoff game this year. And if he doesn't, all he wants is $1 in return. All right. He just wants receipts. That's all my guy Monarch wants. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for the 5. Matthew in the chat says, let's just trade for Anthony Richardson. At this point, anything's on the damn table. At this point, anything's on the damn table, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, anything's on the damn table, man, because even this wide receiver 3 news with Kendrick Bourne, that doesn't move the freaking needle, man. Like, let's be real. That's like a Zay Jones signing. Like, let's be real here. And I'm not trying to disrespect Kendrick Bourne. He had 500 yards last year, and to his own right, that's much better than Zay Jones ever had. But that's kind of what it would be. It's going to be a guy that's going to probably struggle to get into. I mean, I guess it depends if Mike LaFleur is going to be a spread type of offense. I don't know, right? I don't know. But damn. Honestly, I don't hate this idea, Matthew. I really don't. I don't hate this idea if the Cardinals were to go this direction. Because at this point, what I mean, here we go. Jordan Schultz. Jordan Schultz coming out here saying the Bears, 13 minutes ago, the Bears and standout safety Kobe Bryant has agreed to a 3-year, $40 million deal per sources. And he has 7 INTs in the last 2 years. So Kobe Bryant is now signing with the Bears. So the Bears making moves, the Jets making moves, everybody but the Arizona Cardinals making moves, ladies and gentlemen. We are now getting close to the 2-hour mark for the Arizona Cardinals. So we're getting close to the 2-hour mark right now, and the Arizona Cardinals have not, unfortunately, made a move. So for the people out there wondering, yes, the Cardinals, there is quote-unquote rumors out there, but it's nothing big. The big rumor out there is from Matt Zintz, and that is that the Cardinals, Dolphins, and the 49ers are in teams in the mix for Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver. So for what it's worth, there's that. Appreciate the super chat, Matthew. Thank you so very much. Dustin in the chat says Minka just got traded to the Jets. I don't see that. Tom Pelissero said that Cade Mays is signing to the Lions. He was a guy that was predicted to come to the Cardinals. Predicted, right? He goes now to the man. Monty is just terrible, man. Monty is just terrible. He's just terrible. One second here. I saw somebody in the chat saying Mika, but I don't think that's true. Let me just double check. I want to go to Adam Schefter. Real quick, guys, let me do a real quick sharing of my screen. Malik Willis joined the Pat McAfee show. You guys want to watch it? Or is that just going to piss you off? Is that going to piss you off? Do you want to watch what Malik Willis had to say? He just joined the Pat McAfee show. If you guys haven't already subscribed, subscribe. We're on the road to 19K. Subscribe. Smack the like button. We still haven't hit 100 likes on this bad boy, but we're 1 like away. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe it up and smack the like button. Malik Willis joined the Pat McAfee show. Does anybody want to see what he had to say? I'm kind of curious, honestly.
I appreciate you.
How are you, man? I love that the hair is where it is. Let's keep that going, especially for Miami. Obviously, we're all involved in that. How do you feel knowing that you're the next quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, Malik?
Yeah, I'm great. Just got off the field. Super excited to be down there. I mean, guys I know, Halfley and Sully. I'm real familiar with those guys and excited to go to work and try to do something special, bro. It's a blessing.
We all assumed that you would be there because of what you just said there with Halfley and Sully. Schrager reported earlier that he talked to Halfley and he was like, I went against Malik every single day in practice, literally every single day. So people were talking about reps, lack of reps.
Okay, I don't want to listen to the whole thing. Okay. All right, well, here we are. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to watch the whole thing. Shout out Malik Willis going over to the Dolphins. He got 22.5 APY, $45 million guarantee. Good for him. Monarch in the chat, another 5. Sheesh. He's just tagging Russ at this point. Man, Moneybag Monarch. Moneybag Monarch says this, at Russ, couldn't agree more. This ownership issue is not a quarterback issue. That being said, if K1 ain't winning, that being said, Kyler Murray ain't winning 2 playoff games. So he's staying pat. Staying pat. Yeah, man, it's the unfortunate truth, man. The unfortunate truth of the situation that we're in right now. It's Monty Ossenfort chilling, not doing anything. The biggest news we've had so far, Cardinals related, and I'm sorry this offends you in any sort of way, ladies and gentlemen, but the biggest news we've heard so far about the Arizona Cardinals is that we have interest, and we're amongst one of 3 teams. We're amongst one of 3 teams in play to sign Kendrick Bourne, 30-year-old wide receiver. That's our highlight right now. That's our Everest right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Tyler Linderbaum. I'm done. Tyler Linderbaum just went to the Raiders. I'm done. Tyler Linderbaum just went. I'm done, bro. I'm done, man. Let's read it. ESPN sources, former Ravens free agent Tyler Linderbaum reaching agreement today on a record deal with the Raiders. Yay, Raiders! Who are awarding him with a 3-year, $81 million deal that includes $60 million guaranteed and makes him the highest paid interior offensive lineman in NFL history. Yay, Raiders! Yay! Yay! I'm dead inside right now, man. I'm really am, man. I'm dead inside, man. Oh, man. This is just... Monarch in the chat says, let's hope we can somehow get Henderson. Best player in free agency, arguably. Yeah. Yeah. Algier would be nice. I would like Algier. Algier would be cool. That Cade Mays, the center, he got a $25 million deal, $14 million guaranteed. Daniel Bellinger. Daniel Bellinger are signing with the Titans. Good for him. 3 years, $24 million deal. Cody Bryant, another hit by Seattle, so another NFC West hit. He's no longer in the division. Cool to see. A James Pierce signed a 2-year deal with the Vikings. Cool. Let me see if there's anything else here real quick. I think we're caught up to dates. Second. Oh, we signed Tyler Algier. Cool. Okay. Okay. Tyler Algier. Okay. Sorry, okay. Okay. I can get behind that. All right. Wait, 1 second. What the heck? Sorry, 1 second, everybody. For some reason, why is this not... Sorry, I'm trying to find one of my Yeah, so breaking news. Okay, finally, something news. Some news for the Arizona Cardinals coming our way. Okay, let's ring the bell. Let's do it. Just for the sake of doing it, because good God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, Cardinals news dropping our way. The Arizona Cardinals are signing a running back. Which honestly, I like it. Cool, good signing. Let's talk about it. Tyler Algier now signing with the Arizona Cardinals per Mike Garafolo. The Arizona Cardinals have agreed to terms on a 2-year, $12.25 million deal with former Falcons running back Tyler Algier. After 4 years in Atlanta, the reliable Algier heads to the desert in a done deal by Justin Schulman and the other guy. Okay. So, Cardinals get Tyler Algier. Okay. So run game. So that just emphasizes no more Jeremiah Love, right? Okay. So that just makes it more clear that Jeremiah Love is not going to be an Arizona Cardinal, the 3rd overall pick. Are the Cardinals that in on Ty Simpson? Are the Cardinals that in on Ty Simpson? I'm so curious now. Mac, I want to fast forward to the freaking draft now and see exactly what happens. Okay. Well, this. Okay. So Tyler Algier and James Conner, they're going to be spearheading this bad boy. They're going to be spearheading this run game, and I will take Tyler Algier 10 times out of 10. Move over Michael Carter, move over Bam Knight, move over all the other guys that we had in this running back core when everybody went down. Tyler Algier. Okay, let's talk about him. Let's talk about Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier sat behind Bijan Robinson for 4 years. 4 years he sat behind Bijan Robinson. He's 25 years old, 5'10", 225 pounds. This last year, he had 514 yards behind Bijan Robinson, 8 touchdowns. He's a bowling ball, man. He's a bowling ball. He's a guy that's going to be able to give you those ugly yards, right? How you describe James Conner is kind of how you describe Tyler Algier. It's kind of how you describe Tyler Algier, if I'm going to be real with you. In 2022, he had over 1,000 yards. He had over 1,000 yards. So, that should be pretty cool. Okay. So, 1,000 yards for Tyler Algier in 2022. In 2023, 683 yards. In 2024, 644 yards. And in 2025, 514 yards. Okay. I don't. This is going to be interesting. Is it Benson or is it James Conner? I think it's James Conner. And you don't make a signing like this, right? Pay him $6 million a year or 6 and change a year if you're not going to make him a 1 or at least a 2. He's probably going to be your 1. He's probably going to be your 1. Okay. So now, big question out there, right? We got a super chat coming in here. We got Rob. We'll get to you, Rob, right now. Appreciate the super chat. Cap space. Where are we at in cap space right now? Because the Arizona Cardinals, before any moves were made, we were sitting at $47.9 million. If we're talking about, well, it's hard to even come up with the cap space because you don't know exactly what's guaranteed, right? Because even right now, all it says is a 2-year deal, $12.25 million. That's all it says. We don't know what the guarantees. We don't know what the base is going to be. We don't know what the cap hit's going to be. So, if it's 6 per year, I mean, you're still dealing with probably somewhere in the 40s, right? And that's not even including the revision of James Conner's contract or even Sean Murphy-Bunting's contract. So, okay. Rob in the chat says Algier and Connor is going to make a solid backfield. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They're kind of one and the same. I mean, I do like Tyler Algier. I really, really do. So, no Jeremiah Love. Right? Right, guys? No Jeremiah Love? Right? No Jeremiah Love, right? Somebody in the chat says, we don't need I mean, we needed a running back. I mean, keep in mind, Trey Benson can't stay healthy. James Conner is going to be 31. He can't stay healthy either. Tyler Algier, man, he's a really good running back. Really good. Appreciate the 2, Rob. Matthew in the chat says, I love me some Tyler. I like the signing too. I really do. I just need to figure out this quarterback. I got to figure out this quarterback freaking plan. That's what I got to figure out. You don't go after Tyler Algier and bring back James Conner if you're going to get Jeremiah Love. The Cardinals aren't going to get Jeremiah Love. They're not. That kind of a saying. Now, can we maybe sign Braden Smith or something? Can we bring in a right tackle? Can we bring in a right tackle? I'm not mad at the signing. I honestly like this signing. We got a lot more holes. This is just the start. Well, at least I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this is just the start. But yes, we need offensive linemen. In the worst way possible, we need offensive linemen. Tyler Algier. I like this move. I really do. Let's take it to the chat here. Wait, what? Did somebody say? One second here. Did the Cardinals do something else? Okay, I don't see anything else. But yeah, I like this Tyler Algier move. I really do. I'm hoping for Braden Smith. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping for a Braden Smith for the Arizona Cardinals. If they can shore up that right-hand side, that would be ideal. Paris Johnson Jr., Braden Smith on the right-hand side. You got your run game now established. If James Conner can stay healthy, you got a really good duo tandem back there with Algier, as well as with Conner coming back. And Trey Benson, I don't know what the role is he's going to be, but he's had 2 years and he can't stay healthy. So he's going to need to do something. He's going to need to do something real quick. Now we got to figure out quarterback. Right now it feels like it's Jacoby, like I've been saying for a bit. And right now it feels like it's going to be Jacoby Brissett. But what else, right? Are we drafting Ty? Is that what the Cardinals are going to do? Well, right now it's just a waiting game. We're going to have to figure out exactly what the Cardinals are going to do here pretty soon. I'm hoping we get some offensive linemen too. All right. We got over 300 of you guys here on the YouTube side. Smack the like button if you guys haven't done so already. We are watching, sitting back, patiently waiting to see what the Arizona Cardinals are going to be doing. Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne is signing with the New Orleans Saints. Travis Etienne is signing with the New Orleans Saints. Good for Etienne. Good for him. That's the latest news that I ended up seeing out there. But this one, Cardinals finally making a move. And I apologize. I'm making graphics here on my end as well. If you guys don't know, I do everything by myself. So I got to put this out through all my social medias as well, everywhere. But I like this move. But there's still some offensive that the Cardinals need to go after here. There's still some offensive linemen the Arizona Cardinals need to go after here. Let's take it to the chat. Julio's doubling down with the JB at QB1, needs more support. I mean, he's going to be QB1. I mean, at least that's what it's trending like right now, unless Jimmy Garoppolo comes out here and steals the show, right? Which is not going to really move the needle for me. But, I mean, that kind of seems like your only option at this point, unless you do go after Kirk Cousins, right? Unless that's something that the Arizona Cardinals do decide to do. So, yeah, so far so good. Okay. Did the guarantees come out for the Tyler Algier contract? I don't think I've seen the guarantees yet, right? One second. Let me just double check here. Travis Etienne, another running back going over to the Saints. The Arizona Cardinals getting Tyler Algier. One second. I'm trying to see how much money was it. Not how much money. I apologize. If there was any like guarantees, that's what I'm trying to look for. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm not seeing any guarantees anywhere yet. Okay, so we'll keep that as is. All right, let's focus on the chat here. Did Wan'Dale go to the Titans? We did hear the rumors about Wan'Dale to the Titans. Let me refresh my page. Take a look here. Who's reporting it, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, there it is. Okay. Adam Schefter, ESPN, former wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson reaching agreement today with the Tennessee Titans. Cool. Cool. Man, this free agency, like, there's so much moves happening right now. We're 2 hours into free agency frenzy right now, and the Arizona Cardinals have signed one player. Although I'm excited about the player, and I'm happy about this position being shored up, there's still a lot of work to do. Oh boy, there's still a lot of work to do. A lot. So 4 years, $70 million for Wan'Dale? Is that what he got? That's a lot of money. So I'm going to go back to Adam Schefter real quick. Shefty. Oh, that's... No, I'm not seeing the Robinson contract yet, but it does seem like Jahan Dotson is agreeing today with the Falcons in a 2-year, $50 million deal. Could be worth up to $17 million, $10 million fully guaranteed. So the Eagles, no, I'm sorry, the Falcons signed a 2-year deal with Jahan Dotson, former Eagle. I apologize, former Eagle. So a couple wide receivers just gone, plucked away. Not seeing the Robinson contract as of yet. Yep, not seeing it yet. All right, let's keep the chat going. Appreciate you guys for being here. Oh, you're saying Rap said that? Ian Rap? I'm going to Ian Rap real quick. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. Ian Rappaport, 54 seconds ago. 4 years, $78 million for Robinson. Wow. $38 million guaranteed. What the That's a lot. That's a lot. Try to bring my calendar up here real quick. So $78 million. 78. So about 19.5 APY, 38 million guaranteed. Wow. And then Travis Etienne was a 4-year, $52 million for Travis Etienne. My God, Cardinals got a bargain. But Travis Etienne was a number 1 running back in his own respected right. This last year wasn't that great for him. No, actually, last year was pretty solid. The year prior wasn't that great. Because they were trying to do the running back by committee. It wasn't that great. He had himself a bounce back season. But the year prior was pretty good for Travis Etienne. So to his own respected right, he was a starting caliber player. Right? 2024, he took a mad regression. It's because I blame more the coaching staff. They're trying to force Bigsby in there. So in 2025, he had over 1,000 yards. 2023, he had over 1,000 yards. In 2022, he had over 1,000 yards. So maybe it's not so much a bargain because obviously he's a number 1. And we're hoping that Algier can be that guy. We're hoping he can be that guy for us. Wow. $78 million, $38 million guarantee for Wando Robinson, wide receiver, now to the Tennessee Titans. Trade Benson. I doubt Benson has any value. I don't think Benson has any value out there, man. I don't think he's got any value. 4 years, he was drafted in the 3rd round. He can't stay healthy. Is K1 officially on the market yet? I think by Wednesday. I think it's the first official day of the new year. That's when it's going to be in place. By Wednesday, he's going to be officially signing. Nick says Tonga. Really? To the Chiefs? I was a former Cardinal. Not seeing that one yet. Oh, it seems like the Jets. So not the Jets. I'm sorry. The Falcons are signing Nick Folk. Very aging kicker, but is still doing it. So the Falcons are signing Nick Folk. AJ Chavez in the chat says, I won't mind Tua. Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this. Serious question. Serious question. Serious. You ready for this? Smack the like button and subscribe, because I know some of you, Steve, Brad, Miguel, Jose over there. You go and subscribe. You better subscribe right now. I can see you. You ain't subscribed. Subscribe. Smack the like button. Smack it up. All right, let me go back. Would you guys accept Tua Tagovailoa on a veterans minimum? Would you accept Tua on a veterans minimum? Let me know in the chat. Veterans minimum. Veteran. I'm not saying you're paying him a lot of money. Malik Willis is not veterans minimum, by the way. Not veterans minimum. Let me ask you this. Would you, and I'm talking about a 1-year deal. I'm not talking about a multi-year deal, but a 1-year deal. Would you be willing to give a chance at Tua Tagovailoa? Let me know here in the comments below. Let me know here in the comments below. On a 1-year veterans minimum, let me look up to see what that price could look like. QB. Okay. So, shout out Google. In 2026 NFL season, the veterans minimum salary for a player with 7 or more credited seasons is projected to be 1.3 minimum. So, when did that's 7 seasons though? I don't think Tua can be that drafted. I don't think he's got the accrued time under him. Oh, he might actually. Tua's going into his year 7. Kyler's going into his year 8. He actually can. He actually can. Tua is qualified for a veteran minimum because he was drafted in 2020. 2020. Kyler was drafted in 2019. So yes, going back to the question. Would you want that? Bart says yes, yes, yes. And keep in mind, veterans minimum is $1.3 million, at least per Google. Okay. As a backup, sure. Okay. Juan saying no. Naeem says Jimmy Garoppolo would be nice. Okay. Bart says yes. Okay. We have a no here. The Indianapolis Colts are trading Anthony Richardson. Wait, what? Wait, what? So no. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot more no's than I am yeses for the Tua. Okay. RC3 in the chat. What's up, RC3? He says, get Tua and Jimmy G and call us the Arizona Hawks. Dang. That's funny. That's funny. Here we go. Another big move. Another big move. Here we go. Splash. The Saints are signing former Bills guard David Edwards, sources say. The Saints don't have money. What the? The Cardinals are they're real poverty, huh? The Saints have $19.6 million. They just got Travis Etienne, and they just got themselves a guard. And per over the cap, they're supposed to have $19.9 million. Make it make sense, ladies. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Good God. The Saints just got one of the best guards out there, David Edwards from the Bills, former Bills. So the Saints get Travis Etienne and a guard with $19.6 million in cap. Whoa, how does that happen? But here we go. Yes. Christ Tunga, former Arizona Cardinal, signing with the Chiefs. Good for him. Good for him. Oh man, there's so much news going on right now. It's crazy. So much news going on right now. Let me take a look here to see if there's any other news. And the Raiders keep making moves. The Raiders are signing wide receiver Jalen Naylor on a 3-year deal, $35 million, including $23 million guaranteed. Former Viking, former Minnesota Viking, Jalen Naylor. Cool. Going to the Raiders. Yeah. So Saints are making moves when they don't supposed to quote unquote have money, right? Because compared to the Arizona Cardinals, we got more money than the Saints. And they got themselves a really good running back and Travis Etienne, and they got themselves a guard. We are now at the 2-hour mark, 2-hour and 15-minute mark of free agency, and the Cardinals have signed one player, and that is Tyler Algier, which I'm happy about. But damn, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of work to do. Manny in the chat. What's up, Manny? Manny in the chat says, bro, I wanted Malik. This is some BS. Yeah, apparently they were outbidded. They were outbidded, right? Gregory in the chat says, so much for signing Malik Willis. Yeah, well, apparently the Cardinals were in on Malik Willis, but it seemed like they just got beat out. At least that's the reports that are coming out, that they got beat out. I don't know. I don't know if I trust Monty Ossenfort to make moves, man. I don't know if I trust it. So far, there's been 2 players linked to the Cardinals, one of them being Kendrick Bourne, which we haven't seen as of yet. Nothing happened in the wide receiver, but the Cardinals bringing in Tyler Algier is a good move, right? I like the move of Tyler Algier. It's just we need more, right? We need more. We need more than just that. Ah, man. Jeff in the chat says, what moves? Only move that's been made so far. Only move that's been made so far is Tyler Algier. That's it. Yeah. Saints on paper is not supposed to have money, but they made 2 real good acquisitions, ETN and also Edwards, which is probably one of the best guards. So, yeah, I mean, there's that, right? RC3 says, Bajan is the next Josh McCown. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or not. That's good. Money in the chat as well. The Dolphins did come back and win games with Tua. They went 2-7 last, came back at 7-7 with Tua. Yeah, I mean, maybe Tua as a veteran minimum, so we can stop putting out. I don't know, man. Jimmy Garoppolo does nothing for me, dude. It really doesn't. Jimmy Garoppolo does nothing for me. Scared money don't make money. True. Is this the man of a guy who looks scared? Is this a man? Is he look scared? Don't disrespect Monty Austin Goat. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he looks scared. This man looks scared. He looks scared. Absolutely. The Jets make another move? Good God. I mean, they have a lot of money, so what will redeem Monty Austin for? Let me ask you guys this. What will redeem Monty Austin for? Let me know in the chat. What will redeem Monty Austin for you? Let me know in the chat. Yes, Mike Garafolo reporting the Jets have agreed to term with veteran defensive tackle David Onyemata on a 1-year, $10.5 million deal. $9.65 million guaranteed. That's what the Jets have done. So yeah, the Jets are making moves, man. Jets are bringing in a lot of people to fill up some holes. Good for them. But let me ask you guys this. What is the one move you would say that will make Monty Ossenfort back in your good graces, right? What is that one move? And you... Bruh. Oh, man. Mac Jones is there. Next move, watch. I just don't see Mac Jones getting traded to a division rival. And that's obviously the Cardinals. I just don't see it happening. Okay, RC3. I see you, RC3. Signed Trey Hendrickson. Okay. Going for the sweat. Swinging for the fences. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. Hendrickson, AR, or Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel? Huh. Signing Trey Hendrickson. So Hendrickson seems to be the guy that people want. Okay. I love it. I love it. Yeah, another super chat coming our way. Super chat from earlier, $1.99. Do you have... Did you make a comment on here earlier, Lavo or Lavro, that you wanted me to read and I just didn't get a chance to see it? Oh, man, it's lost in the sauce. If you did make something, just retype it in here if you don't mind, Lavro, and I'll see if I can go ahead and see it. So that same comment that you commented before, put it back on, and then when I see you comment, I'll go ahead and just re-comment that one. But appreciate you, Lavro. Thanks so much for the 2. So Hendrickson seems to be the guy. Okay. However, here's a different one. Rashid Shaheed. Okay. McDonald's science minds. Jesus. Chief says quitting. Dang. That's funny. That's funny. Madden in the chat says, I'm late, but Algier and Connor are similar. Guess we're getting Garoppolo, which I'm cool with. I think we're pricing ourselves out regularly like Linderbaum. Yeah, Linderbaum went, and we couldn't get him. So Lavro, oh, here we go. It worked last time for some Cards news, so I'm trying it. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I see what you're trying to do. Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me do a real quick refresh. Nothing new yet. But the Tyler Algier move, which is a good move. Don't get me wrong, it's a good move. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We need help. We need help. A lot of help. Smack the like button. If you're watching this on X/Twitter, shoot us a follow, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot us a follow. We're covering all things Arizona Cardinals all year long. All year long. Smack the like button if you're watching this on X/Twitter. I'm sorry, YouTube. Yeah. Let's go. Keep smacking that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe. We got another super chat coming in here. We got A-Town. What's up, A-Town? Appreciate you. He says this, signing Trey Hendrickson, growing hair, and getting a right tackle. Man, that you're asking too much from Monty, man. You're asking way too much from Monty Ossenfort. I don't think he can grow hair. I'm just gonna throw it. I don't think he can grow hair. But, right? Irrelevant. Right tackle. I got one for you. Braden Smith, I feel like it would be a really good signing for the Cardinals if they were to do that, right? Braden Smith, Paris Johnson for a whole, either John Gaines or Isaiah Adams, right? one of them wins and maybe getting a guard in free agency or maybe in the draft that they like, or maybe Isaiah Adams does better and maybe as John Gaines does better, whatever, right? But right tackle is very, very important. I think the Cardinals need to absolutely do that. Growing hair, don't think it's a ton of. I just don't know if I want Henderson myself, or Hendrickson. I'm sorry, Hendrickson, Trey Hendrickson. I would love Trey Hendrickson myself. I mean, the Cardinals have money. They're chilling, man. They're chilling right now. They're chilling. Appreciate you, Town. Another one. RC3.
Another one.
Appreciate you, man. He says, Monty looks like an angry light bulb. I'm done with y'all, bro. I'm done with you guys. I'm done, man. Sheesh. I rushed all the way back from California this morning, waking up at 3:15 in the morning. 3:15 in the morning. Give me Trey Hendrickson. I'm running off of like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And yes, that's my fault, right? Woke up at 3:15 in the morning, came over here. Give me Trey Hendrickson. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. I don't know if it's really realistic, but I'll take that though. I'll take that. Another 2 coming our way. P2K, P2K, P2K. Do we think trading for Joe Burrow is still doable? If this was Keim, I would say yes. If this was Steve Keim, I would say yes. Monty Ossenfort, just look at this man. Just look at him. Look at him. I'm sorry. I don't see a world where this guy is really going to do very much, unfortunately. I don't think Joe Burrow is really attainable, to be real with you. I'm not sure if he's going to get moved anymore. He looked really sad. He looked really, to the point where he didn't want to be there in Cincinnati anymore. But I don't know. I don't think it's really attainable, to be real with you, especially not the Cardinals. But appreciate the 2. I would love it, of course. So we are currently now heading into the 2 hours and a half mark for free agency frenzy. The Cardinals have signed 1 player. And coming into this free agency, the Cardinals were set to have the 7th most cap space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7th most cap space. 7th most cap space heading into this free agency class. And so far, we've done 1 move, and that's Tyler Algier. Now, for the people out there that do not know, James Conner is coming back for another year, which I'm honestly excited about. James Conner coming back for a year after revising his deal. We're bringing back Blake Gillikin. We're bringing back Chad Ryland. And then also Sean Murphy-Bunting, which I'm actually very, very shocked with. But Sean Murphy-Bunting is also revising his deal with the Cardinals as well. So, hearing all these moves that the Cardinals have made, you would think that they were going to make a big jump or a big splash move. And so far, they haven't. So, right now, it's just a waiting game. Let's read a couple more comments in the chat. RC3 in the chat says he looks like the guy from the... He kind of does, huh? Kind of does. He does have... Yeah, he does. That's true. That's true. Sell the fish... sell the team at this point. D-Flash says sell the team at this point. Okay. JMR in the chat says Monty has taken an hour nap. Guys, it's National Nap Day. Yeah, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately, the Cardinals right now, with the 7th most amount of cap space, we lost out on Linderbaum. K9, which I don't think that was really attainable, right? K9, which is Kenneth Walker, former Seahawk, now going over to the Chiefs, which I kind of hate with every fiber in my body, just because he's going to the Chiefs, and I don't know, it sucks. Jalen Phillips going to the Panthers. Steelers making a trade for getting Pittman Jr. And so far, the Cardinals have done 1 thing so far. It's a good thing, right? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But that one thing right now is getting Tyler Algier. All right. Pablo in the chest says, "Are we tanking next season?" I hope not, man. I hope not. For the people out there that are wanting to tank, I'm not. That's not me. I'm not trying to tank myself. Like, I'm really not. But you know the Cardinals, guys. You know how the Cardinals are. They just can't seem to get themselves out. They can't get that out of their own way, man. They really can't. They can't get out of their own way. They take 3 years to rebuild, and then they take another 5, and then they're good for a year, and then they rebuild for another 3. It sucks, man. It sucks. We got a couple people in the chat saying I would take Mac Jones. I just don't think he's going to be traded. I really don't. I don't think he's going to be traded. Jalen Quinn in the chat says I would love Jalen Milroe again within the division. I just don't think he's going to be traded. Yeah, no tank talk. 100% Julio, no tank talk. JMR says screw tanking. I mean, hell, we're constantly losing, man. We're constantly. Why does anybody want to tank is beyond me. Well, I guess they want to sell themselves Arch Manning. That's probably why people want to tank, right? Because they want to sell themselves Arch Manning. But like we did that like 2 years ago with Marvin, right? And look where that got us. Nowhere. It got us nowhere. So here we are. Oh, Mike Evans is still available. That's right. You know what I would hate, guys? If Mike Evans lands with the Rams, I would hate everything in my body or even the 49ers. Oh, that would be so terrible. Can the 49ers land Mike Evans? Oh, that would be so brutal, man. That would be so brutal. So brutal. Who did? Did Mike Evans get? He's a free agent right now. If you guys don't know, Mike Evans is a free agent right now. I'm not seeing anything about Mike Evans right now. Oh. Oh my God. Holy crap. I'm done. I'm so freaking done with life. Oh my God. I'm so freaking done. Wow. I cannot stand Michael Bidwell and Monty Ossenfort. I can't stand these guys. Oh. Larvar in the chat says, so when's the real pressure for the fans on Bidwell? It's a good question, man. It's a good question. Legit 3 minutes ago. 3 minutes ago, I said I said I would hate. 3 minutes ago, I said, oh yeah, Mike Evans is still available. I would hate to see him with the Rams. Oh no, the 49ers. And look at 2 minutes ago, Mike Garafolo. Mike Garafolo just said this from Bay to Bay. Future Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans has agreed to terms with the 49ers. I just it's insane. I just wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Michael Bidwell won't change unless we change. And we've been here since '88. It's gonna be the same things over and over again. And I'm not trying to come at the fan base any certain way. It is what it is, right? Oh, what the heck happened there? Oh man. I don't know what just happened. This thing just got massive. I don't know what the heck just happened. Okay, we gotta make this smaller. I don't know what the heck happened. All right, let's. System's going crazy. We've been live for about 2.5 hours now. But great question, man. Great question. I don't know. I don't know. When do we just continue to allow this to happen to ourselves? Who knows? Who knows? I wish I had the answer for you. I wish I had the answer for you. Okay, I'm getting some notifications right now. Just more Mike Evans news. Yeah, Linderbaum got paid pretty good, man. Linderbaum's a really good player. All right, another one. Steelers cornerback Jamil Dean agreed to a 3-year, $36.75 million deal with the Steelers. So Jamil Dean, former Bucks, now signing with the Steelers. And then Mike Evans going to the 49ers. Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Man, notifications are getting freaking wild up in this piece, man. Sheesh. Former Browns linebacker Devin Bush reached an agreement today on a 3-year, $30 million deal that includes $21 million guaranteed with the Chicago Bears. So Devin Bush signs with the Bears. Oh, man. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, we're here. We're still waiting to see if the Cardinals do any other moves. The only person that I've seen so far that has moved anything is the Cardinals getting Tyler Algier, which it's a good signing, right? But it's not like splash, right? It's not like, oh my God, it's great signing, right? It's not a great sign, but it's a good signing, right? But going back to my guy Larvo's super chat, I don't know. That's a good question, chat. What say you? What say you? Right? Right? I don't know. I don't have the answer for this, right? So when is the real pressure from fans on Bidwell? I mean, answer. Let's let the chat answer this. Because as of right now, I'm just seeing people out there just being very, very saying things like, "Wow, that's such an overpay." I saw somebody come out here saying, "Why would we pay $80 million to Tyler Linderbaum?" And then laughing emoji. Well, Tyler Linderbaum is one of the best centers in the NFL. And it's not $80 million a year. And you can kick for a holdout to a guard, and then you solve 3 of your 5 issues or 3 of your 5 positions and solidify those positions. Do I really gotta? Sometimes I don't know if these are bots asking these questions because some of these questions are a little wild. Like, you're right. Why would we sign one of the best free agencies or interior centers in the? Why would we? Crazy. Ah, man. Are we gonna get another one? Are we gonna get another one? Let me do another quick refresh. Oh, Mike Evans signed a 3-year deal. That's interesting. Froholt can play guard. If you guys don't know that, yeah, Froholt has the ability to play guard as well. Froholt can play guard. I know he played it in college. Sorry. He played it in college, and he also played 13 games in the left guard in 2016 and another 12 in 2017. So he was a left guard. He's just really good at center for us. Doing a real quick refresh. Seems like news has kind of slowed down right now. I'm trying to see if there's anything else new right now. I don't see anything else. I'm actually very shocked that it's a 3-year deal, though, for Mike Evans. I'm curious to figure out exactly what that amount is. 3 years, wow. I guess the numbers haven't come out yet, but 3 years, it seems like what it is. Wow. It's a lot. How long am I staying live? I don't know. Maybe till the 3-hour mark, which is probably going to come here within the next 20 minutes. Probably until the 3-hour mark. And then if any other news comes trickling in, we'll cover it accordingly. Right? Then we'll cover it accordingly. But yes, for the people out there that are just joining in, big names just went. Tyler Linderbaum went. David Edwards just went. Travis Etienne. Malik Willis went. Mike Evans just went. Demario Davis. Jalen Phillips was a fairly quick signing. K9, Kenneth Walker went. Jalen Naylor went. There's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts right now. A lot of moving parts. Alejandro, the 5 coming our way. Sheesh. Wait, did I miss a super chat? No, I didn't. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, okay. I wanted to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, perfect. I read all those. Okay, perfect. Alejandro coming up with the 5. What's up, Alejandro? Appreciate it. He says this. JSN, Puka, now Mike Evans. GG's 0-6. Not even Jesus gets Dang. Yeah, well, this is for Monty.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's for Monty Yosifar. This is for Michael Bidwell.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I am the team president.
Yikes. Oh, man. We got to have these conversations, man. We got to have these conversations because at the end of the day, it almost kind of feels like Monty Yosifar just ain't it, man.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
Check. Hello? Oh, I'm back. Wow. Dang. How long was I muted? How long was I muted? What the heck? Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard this, but let me read this chat again. JSN, Puka, now Evans, GG's 0-6. Not even Jesus can save us. All I was saying was that let's not forget about Devontae Adams. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. I know people were like, "Oh, he's up there. He's in 8." I mean, Mike Evans is still a really good wide receiver. Let's not sit here and act like Mike Evans is not a good wide receiver to kind of call him out in his age. Now, he was hurt a lot last year. Is that going to follow suit? I don't know. But yeah, this is tough, man. It's tough. Hendrickson right now is probably the only real one that can save, I guess, a good look for Monty. But as of right now, it's just a waiting game. As of right now, it's just going to be the waiting game here for the Arizona Cardinals. If you guys do not know, earlier this morning, probably about over an hour ago, Matt Zintz of CBS Sports said that the Cardinals, Dolphins, and 49ers are among teams to potentially sign Kendrick Bourne. Another name that doesn't really move the needle for Cardinals fans, but if you're looking out for another name for the Cardinals to potentially get themselves another wide receiver, maybe a wide receiver 3, maybe Kendrick Bourne is potentially that guy. Is it a 3-year, $60 million deal? Is that what it is for Evans? Let me refresh my page here real quick. Ian Rapp has been very, very good with the numbers today. See if Ian Rapp's got it. Nope. Wait. Nope, not even doesn't got it. Let's see if Adam Schefter has the official. Yep, there it is. You're right. You're right. So, 49ers are giving Mike Evans a 3-year worth up to $60.4 million. Wow. So was that like 20.1 and change a year? Dang. A lot. It's a lot. Sheesh. Okay. Well, this quarterback situation is going to be very, very, very interesting to see how this all shakes out. Intercepting Fist saying downplaying the Evans signing as a cope. Yeah, 100%. It is, man. Let's be real here, guys. Like, whoever's talking about like, oh, these guys are overpays. These teams are trying to win. These teams are trying to freaking win out here. Like, let's not sit here and act like the Arizona Cardinals have been very good with signing people, right? We convinced ourselves that Justin Jones was good. We convinced ourselves that Bilal Nichols was good. We convinced ourselves that any other guy that Monty brought in was good. So let's not sit here and act like the Arizona Cardinals are this great evaluators and this is all, overpay. Come on. Mike Evans is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Even if he gives you 1,000-yard season or 2 800-yard seasons in this 3-year contract, that's worth it for the 49ers to have a number 1 wide receiver with Brandon Ayuk no longer there. Like, it's a good signing, man. Can he stay healthy? Well, that's the big question, right? That's the big question. We don't know, right? And the Tyler Linderbaum thing, right? Going back to the guy that was saying, well, why would we? Because Tyler Linderbaum is one of the best players in the freaking in free agency. That's why you should have signed Linderbaum. Now the Cardinals didn't do that. He ends up going with the Raiders, which are quote unquote rebuilding, but they got a lot of money to throw around, right? You can kick for a holdout to a guard. You can get yourself a Braden Smith at a tackle, right tackle, and your O-line would be fixed. The Cardinals didn't want to do it. At the end of the day, just didn't want to do it. We signed one player, and that's Algier. I don't want to make it seem like Algier was not a good signing, because it is. I like it. Now we can put the whole Jeremiah Love thing to rest. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremiah Love. Everybody wanted Jeremiah Love. Everybody and their mother. And now everybody's saying to themselves, oh, well, now we're not getting it. We were never getting Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love was not going to be an Arizona Cardinal. Whoever convinced you that that was the way to go, I don't know why you're listening to that person. But it is what it is, right? Jeremiah Love was never going to be a Cardinal at the 3rd overall pick. It just wasn't going to happen. And this just emphasizes getting Tyler Algier, as it's not going to happen even more. You got Connor, you got Algier, you got Benson. Keep it at that, and let's see where we go moving forward. Now, we do have some numbers for Malik Willis, right? The Malik Willis deal has been announced. Shout out here to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network. Tom Pelissero reports details on the Malik Willis 3-year, $67.5 million deal with the Dolphins. Signing bonus of $22.5 million. Signing bonus. $22.5 million. Salary fully guaranteed. Salary fully guaranteed $1.25 million in 2026. 2027, $21.5 million in 2027. In 2028, $2 million in March. 2028 roster, $20.5 million in salary. Wait, sorry. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. 2028 confused me. Okay, so let me read it again. So signing bonus for Malik Willis, $22.5 million for signing. In 2026, $1.5 million of, I guess, salary. In 2027, $21.5 for 2027. 2028, he's got a roster bonus of $2 million and then a salary of $20.5. So you're essentially a little $20 million, 21, 22 is what Malik pretty much coveted. Now, we don't know. What we don't know is if there's an out or if there's a voided year. That we don't know. But here we are. Ah, man. Well, It is a myth. Oh, yeah. No, salary is a myth, man. Salary is a myth. 100%. And anybody that tells you anything other than that, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. Salary cap is a myth. Because if that wasn't the case, then the Dolphins wouldn't be doing what they did. Because they would be rebuilding. The Dolphins would be rebuilding. But no. If your owner's willing to pay for it, they can do it, man. If your owner's willing to pay for it, they can do it. It's just Michael Biddle doesn't want to pay for it, obviously. Man. I don't know. In the chat says, so are the Cardinals going to trade back now? I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue what this organization is going to do. I thought I had some sort of pinpoint, but I don't know. I mean, that's an option, right? Trade back, accumulate more draft picks, which you know how I stand with that, with Will Anderson Jr. biting us in the butt. But the Cardinals are going to do the Cardinal thing. I don't know, man. They can trade back. They can get a draft pick, maybe get Ty Simpson somewhere in the teens, accumulate more draft. I don't know. But what I've been talking about, and here's the thing. Again, I like Ty Simpson too. I want to be very, very clear, right? I want to be very, very clear that the Arizona Cardinals are in a situation right now because there's just no plan, man. There's no plan at all. There's just no plan. It's almost a realization, right? It's almost a realization of this organization and where they're at. We're going into year 4 of Monty. Year 4 of Monty. And they told us with a straight face they feel like this roster is better than when Monty Allsport came into. I want to sell hope. I really do. And I like the Algier signing. I really do. But the Algier signing should be on top of something. That's what the Algier signing should be, on top of something. Not that he's the big free agency acquisition out there. This kind of just tells me that Monty Allsport is just way in over his head, man. Way in over his head. I told y'all I was going to come for him. I told you I was going to come for him. And it's brutal, man. It's brutal. David in the chat says, build O-line and D-line this year. Draft Jay Aguilar or Drew Aller in the later draft with Brissett. See how they do. If not, take a QB in the first round, 2027. Yeah, I mean, that might be what happens, man. That might be what happens. Oh God! Somebody in the chat says Monty's bringing back Jonah and Will Hernandez. Don't even lie to me, bro. I'm not even in the mental state right now to handle that news. I'm not even in the mental state right now to handle that news. Wow. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to see what's happening right now. Bart, $1 donation. Appreciate you, Bart. Did you make a comment? If you did, I will read that comment. Oh, man, it got retracted. Okay, Bart, I will be looking out for your comment, man. If you have something out there, I will be... Oh, here it is. Oh, Bart, you doubled down, man. You didn't have to. All right, well, now a $5 donation. Appreciate you. Let me get you the other one. 1 second. I appreciate it. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Let's go.
Another one.
Yeah, appreciate you, Bart. Thank you so much. We got a 5 coming our way. Already had a 1, but doubling down with the 5, saying this: if you were on here, of the Arizona Cardinals, who would you pick in free agency in 2026 for the team, and how would you run it? Oh, if I was like the general manager, you're saying? So if you were on here, so you're saying if I was the general manager of the Arizona Cardinals? So I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take what I think you're saying, and I'm gonna run with it, right? So I think you're saying if I was a general manager, well, I have a couple different videos, right? I have a couple of videos of free agents that I would love the Arizona Cardinals to go after, right? A couple different visions that you can do, right? You can go the route of the Tyler Linderbaum, right? And I know I'll see people saying, "Oh, are you cutting for Holt? Do you realize we have for Holt?" I understand that. I get it. But one thing about being a general manager is bringing in the best players you can in the NFL, right? If Holt was asked to play guard, he probably would do it, right? If you brought in a Tyler Linderbaum, you could have shot out for Holt to the guard, and then you got 3 of your 5 offensive linemen secured. You get a right tackle in free agency, or you get a right tackle in the draft, and then we start having the Isaiah Adams and John Gaines a second battle, right? And then we plan out the future for the O-line, right? For the quarterback position, I did say multiple times that I was really worried about the Malik Willis thing. Like, I was worried about Malik Willis getting paid $30 million. I was like, I'm not touching that with the 6-foot pole. $30 million is a lot of money. Now, of course, the value kind of came lower and lower and lower. And then Kyler Murray help us out? Probably. But to me, I'm just looking for a plan. That's all I'm looking for. For the quarterback position, I said this from the beginning. I would run it with Jacoby. Like, that's my realistic dream scenario. But it's not just running it with Jacoby. It's running it with the plan that you're bringing in 2027 guy, right? Whether it's the Aller, the Nussmeyers, the Becks, the Ty Simpsons, right? Give them the option to, if the season goes upside down, you give them the option to take the helm and say, okay, let's see what you can do, right? If you see flashes, if you see things of brilliance, then hey, we can go from there. But that third overall pick, that first round pick should be an edge rusher. That third round pick, the third overall pick should be a defensive lineman or trenches offensively, which I don't want to do that, but I would take that at this point. It needs to be trenches. That's what that third overall pick should be, whether it's Bain, Bailey, or Arvell, right? My rankings is very close with Bailey and Bain. I would probably put Bain right here and Bailey right there, and then Arvell here, just because I just don't trust Rallis to be that guy, right? But that's what I would have done. I think the wide receiving position is pretty solid. I like the addition of Tyler Algier, so that means you solidify your running back position there, so that's cool. That's what I would have done if I was the Cardinals. Now, you use one big high caliber price, and even if we don't have a quarterback, you're still setting up the next quarterback for next year. Or you're setting up Jacoby for this year. Like, people are saying to themselves, "Oh, we don't have anybody to throw it to. We got Jacoby. We got Jacoby on." And even if Jacoby Brissett is not the future, I get that. Okay, right? But you still have a quarterback right now for any quarterback. But that's how I would do it offensively, right? Defensively, it's probably its own beast, but you can still get some players here and there. Or at least that's what I was hoping you're asking for, Bart. We do see another deal here. Where did that deal go? 1 second. I just saw something happen here. Not Cardinals related. Not Cardinals related. Oh, here we go. Adam Schefter, 4 minutes ago. Zion Johnson reached an agreement today with a 3-year, $49.5 million deal, including $32.4 million guaranteed with the Cleveland Browns. So Zion Johnson, a guard, is now going with the Browns. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, Browns doing moves. Yep, Browns doing moves. Yep. Ah, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Gary in the chat says, if we can get a big-time pass rusher like Trey Hendrickson opposite Josh Sweat. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree. 100% agree. Okay. We are at the hour mark. Or sorry, 3-hour mark. Can everybody hear me? Is somebody saying that they can't hear me in the chat? Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Just want to make sure everybody could hear me. Okay. I think that should be good. Yeah. We're hitting the 3-hour mark right now. We're hitting the 3-hour mark right now. Let me do one quick refresh. And then we'll be closing up shop until we hear some other news. Because right now, Tyler Algier is the latest and only move the Cardinals have made so far. Which is a good move. Okay, everybody can hear me. Perfect. All right, let's read a couple comments here, and then we'll close up shop. Let's go Cards Nation. It says, I've literally ran better Arizona teams than Monty on Madden. We need to start petition to remove them. And for an offseason, I really think we should get Love or trade down and get Green as a QB. Okay, so you're saying Taylor Green? Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm only hoping that he's fighting for his job, but like somebody did point out, man, like somebody did point out a little earlier, that it doesn't really feel like he's fighting for his job. That's what somebody pointed out here in the chat. It doesn't really feel like somebody that's fighting for his job. So now we're here, right? Now we're here. Adam Schefter in the chat. Not in the chat, I'm sorry. Adam Schefter reports former Bears defensive end Dominic Robinson is headed to Houston on a 1-year deal with $4 million. Okay. Well, Kyler's the best free agent out there. Cardinals don't really have a long-term solution at quarterback. But it does feel like the Arizona Cardinals right now will be running it back with Jacoby. Trying to see if there's anything else right now. I haven't seen anything as of yet. So, what we're going to do, it was good. It was good, man. It was fun. Very good. It was awesome on Saturday. Very windy, nice weather. It was pretty warm for Cali on Sunday. But it was very, very fun. Very fun. Came back. I woke up at 3:15 in the morning. Super, super tired. But, yeah. Insane. Okay, well, the Cardinals lost out on a lot of players. Right now, we're just kind of doing the waiting game and seeing if there's anybody else the Cardinals end up signing. And when they do, we'll keep you guys up to date with everything Arizona Cardinals. If you guys have not followed me on all my social platforms, follow me on Twitter /X. Follow me here on Instagram as well, because you get the news a lot faster there. But we also do the breakdowns here on YouTube. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be closing up shop. We are at the 3-hour mark, and I'm exhausted. I got to get something to eat. So hopefully the Cardinals continue to make some moves moving forward. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Shout out here to Classy. Shout out here to Adrian. Shout out here to Juan. The Lord is my Savior. Monarch, if you're still in the chat, appreciate you. Valles, Kevin, Jersey, thank you. David, everybody, appreciate y'all for being here. Well, we'll see you guys in a little bit, okay? All right, guys, later. Hopefully the Cardinals make some more moves today. All right, peace out.